Williston State College Tetons and Dakota College at Bottineau Lumberjacks. This is Rob Shannon, along with color analyst Mark Hannick, bringing you all the play-by-play action this evening. You're listening to the Teton Hockey pregame show on WSCTetons.com. And tonight the Tetons take on the Lumberjacks. Tetons come in with a record of 7-7-1. The Jacks are 6-1. And we had a chance to talk to John Bogus of Williston State. And we're here. And John Bogus, Coach, it's been a while since we talked. It's December already. We're getting in. You guys are 15 games into the season. Since we're getting into the first half of the year, how would you recap, I guess, your first semester, so to speak, for the Tetons?
You know what? We started out with a bang. We kind of finished with not so much power. I think we kind of burned out a little bit. Our scoring was down for the last 5 games. We had a 7-3 record, and we ended up with a 7-7-1 record. So, our scoring wasn't there. Goaltending was okay. I thought there were some games that we could have won. It just we ran out of time in scoring, and there's other games where we just weren't there at all. So overall, it was up and down, but I'm pretty happy with the amount of freshmen that we have and things like that.
Yeah, last game I think I did was Colorado. 5-0 win here, first game in the rec. David Krejcik looked awesome. I guess you can't really expect a goaltender to play that way every game. He was completely awesome. So have you guys stuck with him down the stretch the last 5 games?
We've had a little rotation. Tanner Swift's played a few of the games. David Krejcik has played out of those 5. I think David's played 3, Tanner's played 2. David's got 0-2-1 record, and Tanner's got a 0-2-0. Mm-hmm. So, I don't blame them goaltending. Right. I think goaltending's kind of taken out of the equation. We weren't winning some battles there, and again, it could be fatigue. It could be just November's a bad month here, and Williston. Kids have been here long enough that they were ready for a break, and you can see it. We practiced on Monday when they got back from Thanksgiving. It was 4 days off, and they looked a lot more rejuvenated. So we'll see what happens there tonight.
Yeah, you look at the grind of November. Big road trip out to Colorado. You guys returned the favor out there with Buffaloes out to Bottineau a few weeks ago. I guess how would you say that road trip went for you guys? Besides taking away that you guys obviously didn't win a game on that road trip. How would you say you guys responded?
We saw a lot of bit of kind of our downfall. I think our defense were a little bit lapsed. We had some injuries going on, and. With some suspensions that are going on tonight. But our defense struggled a little bit. And, we don't blame it all on them. We still got to score goals. But, when the defense aren't going, sometimes we're not going. And they know it. It's one of those things that's pretty obvious. And, everybody takes credit for it, which is good. Or takes the blame for it, I should say. Right. But even myself, there were some things that maybe we could have done in practice a little bit different. But sometimes we've been running on a skeleton crew with practices just because of school schedules or anything else. So you got to roll with the punches. I think we're fine. We're not pushing any panic buttons. There's nothing to worry about. It's just one of those things that you go through your ups and downs, and hopefully this is our downtime, and now it's time to turn it up. Absolutely. You look at your opponent tonight, Dakota College Bottineau. You guys played them a few weeks ago. They came in with a 6-3 win. I believe you guys were up 3-1, 3-2 after 2 periods. So maybe a little lapse in the third period, but a good opponent. I would say they would probably be on the up and up compared to the last few years. Definitely. They've got some good kids that came in and stuff, and they took a 2-0 lead. We came back, made it 3-2, and some penalty kill trouble. We got in. They took the lead, or tied it 3-3. Went ahead 4-3, and actually 4-3, 5-3, and then had an empty netter for 6-3. So we didn't shoot ourselves in the foot. I just think that was kind of the start of where we kind of took our foot off the gas pedal. And the boys know it. They may have taken them a little lightly, and you gotta make sure that they're ready to go for all these games. And it didn't help. They see me sitting behind the bench and the sling and everything else. So they know that I'm in pain. So it was just a downhill effect for everything. And, we're big boys. We can overcome it, and that's something that we've been talking about and focusing on.
Well, and I think it's nice having a common opponent, a junior college opponent in Bottineau. Playoffs don't start until I believe February, and to be able to be familiar with your opponent before you guys get into those playoffs games.
Well, definitely. I tell you the truth, I think it's the first time that Bottineau was beaten Williston State in this is our 5th year now. Give them a little credit. They played well. We didn't have our best game, and it cost us. It's one of those things where, again, you're too overconfident. You don't work on the little things that you need to do. You don't do the little things that you need to do, and it catches up with you and bites you right in the butt. So, we took it in stride. It's again, we're not pushing a panic button, like you said. Playoffs are until February, so there's a lot of time in between. We've got a lot to work on. I'm sure they're going to keep getting better as well. It's just a matter of how much we're ready to go and battle with these guys.
Sure. Now, as far as you mentioned, you did have some injuries. What changes are we going to see in the lineup tonight? Who the viewers should be aware of?
Well, we're a little short-handed. Cody Birch is serving a suspension, as well as PJ Silveria. They got game disqualifications in our last game at Colorado State. A little bit of roughness to the game out there, and a bad call from behind, and a little bit of just jarring stuff in the DQ. Got some injuries. Ole Jansen is not playing tonight. He's got a lower body injury, and hopefully he's ready to go by the time we play Minot next week. So we're keeping that down. There's been a lot of sickness going on. That's the other thing that's happening, and it's all over town, not just with our team.
Right.
Well, we got some guys that are not feeling up to it, but like I said, drink a lot of orange juice and get your butt out there.
That's right. Tang is a good thing, right?
Exactly. But no, we're David Krejcik will get the start in that, and we'll just see how it goes from there.
All right. Well, Coach, we'll let you guys hit the ice. I know we're here in a little bit here, so we wish you the best of luck tonight. We'll talk to you after the game.
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right. That's Teton head coach John Bogus. All right, we'll be back in a couple minutes with your Teton starting lineups. You're listening to the Teton Hockey pregame show on WCTetons.com.
Ole Johnson was out? Is that who he's out?
Yep.
Yeah, he's got him right here. He must have known he was going to
Gotcha. Yeah, there he is. Okay.
Yeah, it is loud.
Yeah, once the game gets going, it gets a little better. So you guys did the game out at the Agra?
Yeah, you did? Okay. I did the 2 Forest Lake games with him.
Okay. Yeah.
Or no, wait, I did one game up here with Forest Lake, and then I did the announcing down there one night.
Right. Yeah. I do, yeah.
Good evening, hockey fans. Welcome to the Peak Title Rink Hall of Williston City Teton. Tonight's contest features the visiting Lumberjacks from Dakota College, Bottineau, and your Williston City Teton. And now let's meet the starters for tonight's contest for the visiting Lumberjacks. In goal, number 35, Kenny Fitzgerald. At defense, number 5, Tanner Mundell. At defense, number 11, Tim Knudsen. At forward, number 6, Jesse Mendel. At forward, number 5, number 16, Austin Bizanet. And at forward, number 74, David Furious. And the head coach for the Lumberjacks, Travis Rybczynski. And now, the start line for your Williston City Tetons. In goal, number 30, freshman David Krejcik. At defense, number 25, Kane Martin.
by the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous tide, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, love on bursting air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the hope of the brave.
All right, we're just getting ready to drop the puck here. As we hear, starting lineup for the Tetons tonight. In net is going to be David Krychek. Back at defense will be King Martin along with Tyler Loden. At forward is going to be Brennan Wild. On wing with Wade Weisgerber. Centered by Shane Sheshuk. So we bring in our color analyst, Mark Hanig. Mark, Tetons, last time we saw him, or at least the last time I saw him play against Colorado, their first game here at the Pecan Arena. Convincing win, 5-0. Tetons went a little bit of a skid. I think Coach said 0-4-1 their last 5 games. What do the Tetons got to do to get out to a good start tonight?
Well, you got to think they got to use their speed, get outside, get to the net, try and get as many shots on net as they can. They are playing a little bit different ice. They started on a bigger ice. It's going to a smaller ice. It might be a little bit of an adjustment trying to figure out from that point on, but you
look at 15 feet. You don't think 15 feet's a big thing width-wise, but it's a big deal. You play 4 or 5 years on that Olympic ice sheet, and now you're back to NHL-style rink. So as we have the puck dropped here, the Jacks are going to win this one. Going to dump it down, back to play it there. For the Tetons, it's going to be Tyler Loden. He's going to chip this one in across into the Jack zone. Picked up again by Loden. Tries a centering pass for Sheshuk. Turned over back to the Jacks. Up on the play for the Jacks. Intercept picked up there by Sheshuk down into the near corner of the Teton zone. Puck's going to be chipped back down into the zone by the Jacks. Play back by Tyler Loden. Going to leave it back behind the net for his defensive partner, Martin. Rink-wide pass from Brennan Wild. He's going to gain the zone. Centering pass for Sheshuk. Try to backhand pass over there for his line mate. That was Wade Weisgerber, who's moved up to the first line tonight. Weisgerber back behind the net. Leaves it back for Sheshuk. Tries to leave it and cycle it over into the far corner of the Jack zone. No one home there. And it looks like Weisgerber is going to come off. They're going to make a line change here. And out to play it for the team is going to be Chris Hilly. Going to dump this one down onto the net of Kenny Fitzgerald, starting in net tonight for the Jacks. Played up by Bottineau. Along the right wing there was number 14. I don't think I have his number. Yeah, I do. It's Niall Mills for the Jacks to take a shot on that. That one's going to be stopped by Krychek. We're going to get our first stoppage of play here. 18:41 left in period number 1. Shots going to favor the Tetons 1-0.
Yeah, it looks. Both teams came out a little sluggish, I think, for what you expect out of Teton hockey here. A little slow play right off the bat.
Yeah, I think, a big thing is, you want to get your speed going right away. And like you said, that first shift looked a little slow, especially with your first units out for both teams. Play continues here back in the neutral zone. We dumped down by the Jacks. Back to play it for the Tetons is going to be Tracer Overland. Leave it over for his partner, Jalen Burning. Tries to get it up on the breakout pass. Too far for him. Back out into the zone, and the Jacks are going to dump it right back down. Overland back to play it. Leaves it for Burning. Burning looking for a rink-wide pass. No one home there. Chips it back down for Burning. Up on the half wall. There to play it is Sam Basic. He's going to dump this one all the way down, back behind the Jack net. A little trouble behind the boards there for the defenseman. That's Bissonnette for the Jacks. And played with looked like probably not a high stick. Chipped down there by Brennan Wild. Centering pass there, and that was kicked away by Fitzgerald. Back out for the Jacks. Shot on net there, turned aside by David Krajcek. Back out to the blue line. And a weak shot on net there. Rebound for Dan Ficus. Back behind the net is Ging Martin. Played there. First man out to get it with his speed is Brendan Wild. Skates one time around the net. He had wide open Sheshik right at the top of the crease. Couldn't find him. Sheshik behind the net. Good support there on the half wall from Fricky. Fricky dumps it down for Billings. And into the near corner is Sheshik. Try to get it across to the weak post for Weisgerber. Couldn't quite get it across. Played back down by the Jacks. Dumped in. They're going to get a line change. Turned aside by Krajcek. Back behind the net. Jacks with possession. Back out to the blue line. Point shot. Can't get through traffic. First man there to block it is Dana Arnold. Gets it up for Hilly. Hilly from the blue line is going to chip this one down. First man there to get it is going to be Arnold. Elder Raider on that tries a halfway wrap around. Gets a good shot on net. It's going to be chipped down by the Jacks. So we've seen the first couple good scoring opportunities here for the Tetons. And we see both teams kind of settle in a little bit.
Yeah, right there, the Tetons had a good shot. Came around, puck come out, nobody was right there. I'm seeing the Tetons, though, I don't know if they're getting a little anxious trying to put the puck in, but they've got three men real deep in the zone, and it's getting them caught off guard there. They're getting a couple odd man rushes against them.
Yep.
Coach Bokus might want to take care of that.
And play continues the far half wall. Jack zone. Back down, gains the zone there for the Jacks. Shot on net was Phoenix McElroy Scott. And good save there again by Krajcek.
Looks like they're trying to go kind of low and away from Krajcek, get some rebounds. They must have, I know they've probably scouted him. They know he makes that first save, but trying to get maybe a rebound or something.
Right.
Here.
Yeah, Krajcek really good on rebound control from what we've seen so far in the season with him. Doesn't give up a lot of easy rebounds. So, yeah, good low shots. Almost you try that pop pass. You do it off the low pad and try to get a rebound in the weak post. So.
Yeah, I've seen about 3 shots so far where they've just been attempting to go that way. So I think they've got a little bit of a plan in mind. Everything's been low on them so far.
Like you mentioned with the Tetons, getting 3 forwards deep on their forecheck when they're attacking in the Jack zone. You've seen the transition come back the other way. So like you said, you might want to hold one forward back a little higher, especially on that forecheck.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Bokus will look at that, and it might just be pushing, trying to get that first goal, get a little momentum going on a little bit of a snide lately. So,
and to take the draw is going to be Zabinski for the Tetons. Going to lose that one. Back point shot was Mendel for the Jacks. This is Bassett for the Tetons. Into the skates of Zabinski is going to deflect right into the glove of Kenny Fitzgerald. He's going to skate out aggressively and glove that one. Get a wise whistle there. Probably would have had a hopping puck there. So shots right now with 15:39 left in period number 1 are going to favor the Jacks 4-2. So we'll see the Tetons back out with their number 1 line. In to take the draw will be Wade Weisgerber. Wins it over for Sheshik. Fakes a pass out to the point for Loden. He's going to retreat back behind the net of the Jacks zone from the high circle. Sheshik patiently, and he's going to backhand that one. And looks like he didn't get a lot of wood on it, and I don't think Fitzgerald saw that one. And that's going to make it 1-0 Tetons.
Here come the Teddy Bears.
And here come the Beartons today. It looks like everyone got their money's worth so far.
No, he came out and it almost looked he actually the defender got a stick on him and didn't get much on the puck, but that might have thrown the goaltender off a little bit too. The slow-moving puck.
And Sheshik with a great patience with the puck. Retreating back down in the corner and then didn't see anything and skated right around the net and up into the high circle and was patient with it. Got a shot from the slot. It wasn't a great shot, but there was traffic there. So that's going to come at the 4:34 mark of period number 1. Early lead for the Tetons, 1-0. That goal is going to come off the stick of Shane Sheshik. And we'll wait for the assist. I believe the assist may go to Wade Weisgerber, who won the face-off on that, but we'll wait for the stats on that. And we do have a little break here as it is Toss a Teddy Bear night, so a good fundraiser for the Tetons here.
Yeah, this is always a good thing. Get some help for those less fortunate. It's fun too. Everybody gets to toss something on the ice.
Absolutely.
I know. That's why you love a hat trick.
It's better than throwing your own hat on the ice and not getting it back. So.
see down there, I know Sheshik has been centering that line, but what Weisgerber moving up there, they might have him taking face off.
I think since he's a left-handed shot, easier to get a bit on the face-off. I believe that's probably why they put him on the draw on the left side, just so easier to win a backhand draw. And it worked, got rated over to Sheshik. But you're right. The rest of the ice, usually you see Sheshik take that draw.
Worked out in that case. It kind of looked, too, the puck kind of snuck in right on the post. It looked like the goaltender might have had his pad up a little bit. I heard a clank. It might have been the blade hitting the post when he's trying to get over, which would have kept him from getting all the way over, too. So just kind of a fortunate turn of events for the Tetons there.
Yeah, Tetons will take that first one. Look at, Sheshik threw kind of a change-up, we'll call it that, on net. Not a lot of heat on it, but, hey, it was effective. So Tetons will take that with a 1-0 lead.
Kind of expect to see them maybe relax a little bit now. They got the goal. Maybe they're not pushed so hard. I don't know. We'll kind of figure out here in the game if they're going to continue to get those 3 men in deep, or if they drop that guy back like we talked about. Right. But get that kind of beast off your back with the first goal.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's always nice to get especially getting the fans involved too with Teddy Bertas. So Teton's going to win this face-off here. Back plate is going to be Martin. Can't get it through traffic, leads it back for Lode, and Lode's going to chip this rink wide. Brendan Wild with the puck. Centering pass up for Weisgerber in his skates. He wins that battle at center ice. Gains the jack zone. Toe drag right around the defender. Gets a good shot on net. And a good one-man effort there by Wade Weisgerber.
I was just going to say that is a solid effort by Weisgerber to keep the puck on his stick.
Yeah, those are things you learn down at the pond. Learning those moves.
Little shinny hockey moves.
That's right. Which, speaking of, Williston's going to have some outdoor race here fairly soon.
Well, yeah, they're down at the Western Star Complex. They're going to be putting ice in. I grew up with the outdoor ice here, and it's a good thing for kids to learn the game.
Yeah, it's fabulous having it back. So maybe we'll see some future Teton players skating out on that ice. Back with possession into the jack zone of the Tetons. That was Dana Arnold. And left it back for Fricky from the blue line. Couldn't get a shot through traffic. Back out to center ice. Fricky gloves it. Gives it up for Arnold. Arnold's going to chip this one down into the corner. Teton's going to get a line change here. With Shane Billings stays out on that line. Sabinski is going to come in at center for the Tetons. Rug around the boards, breakout attempt in the near half wall for the Jacks. They chip it out of the zone. Tetons dump it right back down. And skating out with it is Tim Knutson. And a pass for Charles Jolly for the Jacks. Back to play McMinn. And he takes a big hit there from Frank Flight for the Jacks. Back down into the Jacks zone. Run around the boards. We have a lot of back and forth here this last whistle. No icing here. That came off the Teton stick all the way back down. Back to play it is Burning. Send it up into the skates. I believe a Bassett deflected off there. Tetons haven't had great success breaking out the puck so far. And back out at center ice is Mendel. He's going to dump this one in right on net, and Krejcik's going to glove that. We'll get a stoppage in play with 13:32 left. Shots favoring the Tetons now 7-5, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, you can see there, I know Krejcik looked like he wanted to play that out, but a kind of a bouncing puck had to just absorb it.
Yep. Yeah, smart play by him. You get those funny bounces, and it's hard to control his rebounds. So wise just to glove it. Play continues out at center ice. Back in his own zone. It's Martin. Pass a little too far for Brendan Wild. Running around the boards. And up to play it is Mills. Gains a Teton zone. And Walsh in along with him, back behind the net. It's going to be Mills along with Walsh. And Mills back behind the net. Can't maintain possession. 2-on-1 the other way. Tetons, this is going to be Wild along with Weisger. Wild's going to snipe this one right over the glove side of Fitzgerald. And that's going to make it 2-0. Tetons great on transition on that goal. That's going to make it 2-0.
You can see the Tetons turn the puck up, and 2-on-1. The defense has got to take one guy out of the play. He took the passing option out and let the goaltender take the shooter. And it's just a win for the Tetons there.
Yeah, huge shot there by Brendan Wild. A goal scorer's goal there, almost in the top corner of the net. Those are always pretty nice when they hit the pipe and go the other way in. So that goal is going to come at the 7:08 mark of period number 1.
Brendan Wild. With assist number 20, Tyler McMinn.
So that's going to be Wild from McMinn and make it 2-0 Tetons. Tetons back again into the Jack zone. Billings, nice low shot there. Rebound right at the doorstep, hits the crossbar, and Billings is right there for the rebound. Back out to Frigg, takes a shot. Goaltender lost his stick. Tetons applying some heavy pressure here. Again, Arnold turns around, takes a shot. Got it through. And this is going to be icing here. Oh, they're going to wave this one off. And luckily for the Jacks, they're going to be able to switch their lines here. They were tired. McMinn for the Tetons. For a stretch pass there. Basic up for, I believe that was Moser. Moser with his first shot on net for the night. Back for Zabinski from Moser. That one's going to be picked off by the Jacks. Back into the Teton zone. Shot there into the glove of Krajcek. They've got some extracurricular here. That's going to be McMinn along with Frank Flight. And Flight put a big hit at McMinn a little bit ago in this game. Looks like we're probably going to get both men going to the box here.
Yeah, there's really no reason for that down there. Puck was stopped, but I think maybe a little tension from an earlier hit. Like you said, they get into each other's faces. Looks like they're both going off now.
Yeah, and being a hockey player, I know you played as well, Mark. You take a hit, you burn that number into your memory.
Oh, you remember who gets you. Yeah.
It's like the water boy when that guy Tommy said 62. So they remember. So both those guys are going to sit 2 minutes at least. And if we have a broken stick out there, ref's going to take that over to the bench.
That was a good little piece of pressure there by the Tetons on the Lumberjacks. A couple of scoring chances where it's pretty amazing that the puck didn't go in, actually, after kind of a knuckle puck earlier going in and everything there. The fact that the puck didn't go in was interesting.
Yeah, and that was by far their best scoring opportunity of the game. So you can always help if your goaltender, your best friend is that medal. So
cool.
The Iron saved him on that one on the crossbar. So we're going to skate 4-on-4 here. First man in to play it is going to be Moser for the Tetons. He's going to lose an edge there.
Looks like a penalty coming up.
Yeah, and that's going to be Krajcek coming off the ice. I believe this one's going to go to number 6. That's going to be Jesse Mendel for the infraction for the Jacks. What do you think with the team speed of the Tetons? This might favor them here with the 4-on-3. Man advantage. And that's going to be for a whole, looks like,
4-on-3 for 143, and then the 17 seconds of the 5-on-4 there. This will really open up the ice. I don't know if you've watched any of the NHL games at 3-on-3.
That's exciting.
At that skill level, the ice is really open. Now, these guys aren't quite there, but still a higher skill level. You'd love to see the open ice
Absolutely.
As a fan, see the passing, see what they can do. I'd almost expect a few quality shots right away, so we might see a quick.
This is Sheshuk. Back for Fricky. Back for Sheshuk from the high circle. Is going to take a shot. Glove side there. Fitzgerald's going to make the save. And Fricky back out. He's going to have to retreat. Puck's going to squirt outside the blue line. Back to center ice. Back for Fricky here. Gains the Jack zone. Leaves it for Sheshuk from the high circle. One-time shot there. Wild. And glove there by Fitzgerald. So like you said, you really showcase your skill when you see some open ice like this. And that's Tetons doing on this power play. They put their studs out there. Their number one line, the guys that can move the puck. So it should be exciting to watch.
Well, yeah, and you can see these guys handle the puck pretty well. They've got a couple of good scoring opportunities already. One nice glove save there, and then the last one he absorbed.
The play continues from the half wall. Possession gained by Wild. Back over for Sheshuk. Leaves it up for Fricky. Back for Sheshuk on the give and go. Sheshuk's going to take a look. He's going to fire. And right into the padding of Fitzgerald. He saw that one the whole way. Sheshuk again. Back for Fricky. Fricky looks to shoot. Doesn't trigger. And tip there in 5-hole. That one didn't quite get through, but the rebound is going to be Sheshuk. And Fricky tries a backhand shot. They've got 4 men below the dot there. They're going to have to be careful here if the Jacks get possession. Sheshuk again, backhand, over for Wild. Back from Fricky for Sheshuk. Going to fake a shot here, and he's going to take it. And that's going to ring all the way around the glass and go out of play. As, like you said, Tetons with a lot of shots there on this man advantage.
Well, it looked like he had 5-hole there, but Fitzgerald got his, looked like he got his back leg and kind of kicked it after it was already through. Kept it from going in. That's just good positioning, even when you don't have a chance on the shot, just making sure that your body's in the right spot to make the save. But Teton's definitely moving the puck around in the zone very well on the power play here.
And the Jacks get a break here. Since the puck went on to play, it's going to come back out into the neutral zone. Back to play. It is going to be Loden for the Tetons. He's going to skate it up the ice by himself. Gains his zone. Bassett's trailing. Loden still with possession. Out for Martin. Martin looks to shoot. Takes a shot. And that one's going to be... Doesn't get through traffic. Centering pass there. Off the backhand of Bassett. And more pressure here by the Tetons. We're going to have 6 seconds left in the 4-on-3. Tetons at 17 seconds after that will have a quick 5-on-4 man advantage.
You know, since starting off, getting outshot 4-2, the Tetons have outshot the Jacks 15-2 since that point.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, started out a little slow, but, get their legs under them and get some quality opportunities here in this first period. But you look at 15 or 17 shots, first 10 minutes of the game, you can't ask for anything better. Sheshuk back from the high circle, takes a shot, again blocked by number 89. That's going to be ends for the Jacks. He's had a few block shots so far in this penalty kill. We're going to be skating full strength, 5-on-5 again. Back for the Tetons. That Sheshuk's going to duck under the check. And you see number 9, the player for the Jacks, back out there. He's throwing elbows again. He's out. He likes to play physical. Back to blue line. This is Hilly. Hilly with the shot. And just misses the net wide.
They're really picking on that glove hand right now. They must have something up in mind.
That's right. Back to play it. Teton's first man in to get it as Billings on the forecheck. Good hit there. Gives some trouble to the defenseman. That's Mundall for the Jacks. Jacks going to clear this one down. This is going to be an icing on them. So after lots of action on that power play, we're going to get stoppage and play here. 8:47 left to play. Shots are going to favor the Tetons now 18-6 after that beautiful man advantage.
They did everything on that power play but score a goal.
Exactly.
They controlled the puck. They got shots. They had opportunities. Everything but score a goal, which is the goal of it.
That's exactly right. They went down swinging, that's for sure. They took some shots on net. So this is Arnold for the Tetons. Back at the blue line, Oberlin takes a shot again on Fitzgerald. He's getting tested early and often here.
You know, sometimes, though, as a coach, you like your goalie to keep getting shots. It gets them a feel for the puck, and as they go on, you'll find some of these games like Krejcik probably had against Colorado there. The more shots they get, the more comfortable, the more confident they get.
That's absolutely the truth. And a shot on there by Martin through traffic just goes wide of Fitzgerald. Bassett along the half wall for the Tetons. Back there, leaves it for Loden. Loden takes a shot just wide. Now on the far half wall, back in the far corner. Tetons, centering attempt there for Bassett. She's going to come the other way, and a 2-on-1 for the Jacks. And a pass right across, and Krejcik with a huge save there. That was, I believe, Minaki from Walsh, and a beautiful saucer pass there from Walsh. Again, this is Walsh for the Jacks. Tries to leave it for his defenseman. Too far for him. That's Burris. Back all the way down. Got a lot of back and forth again here. Action. Comes back down at center ice. Backhanded there by Worth. Fricky for the Tetons. There's a pass in the half off for Wild. Wild up for Sheshuk. Sheshuk with speed, gains his zone. Chipped away there. Good play by Burris with the poke check. Back behind the Jack net. First man there to play it is McElroy Scott for the Jacks. He's going to gain the zone. And that looked like it's offside, and they did blow that one dead. 7:09 left in period number 1.
You know, after not seeing a shot for about 3 or 4 minutes there, you hate for the first one he sees to be on a 2-on-1 like that situation, but Krejcik really got his body across, made a great save on that redirection.
Yeah, you know, and the defenseman played it right. I mean, he tried to take, he committed to one guy, and it was just a beautiful saucer pass across by Walsh there, and Maniaki for the Jacks had a good shot, but Krejcik was there to sniff it out. Back in the Teton zone. This is Arnold battling for the puck. Shipped back down by... That is Jolly for Jacks. Behind the net is Flight. Battling again with McMinn. This is Arnold. Tries a backhand centering pass. Picked off by the Jacks. Dumped back down again for the Tetons. This is Fricky. This one's going to be tipped by the Jacks, so we'll wave this icing off. Tetons are going to get a change here. Quick transition. Snipped out there by Burning.
Looks like both teams are kind of throwing a cherry picker out there, trying to get that long pass, get a break.
Yeah, they're running that high wing, that off-head wing up, running that stretch pass up top. And this one's going to squirt out of play here with 6:08 left in period number 1.
There's been a number of times I've looked up. It's been 4 men down deep in the Teton defensive zone, and that wing's been high on the opposite blue line. But you've seen it with both sides. They're trying to get a quick rush up the ice with that long breakout extension pass. So.
You know, and another thing that it does, it really softens up your defenseman so that one defenseman can't pinch, and it gives you more room on the other side. So wise strategy, but Tetons have been good. They've seen a lot of teams that do that against them. That's going to be Sheshek with the shot from the slot. That's going to be snipped by Fitzgerald. He's going to glove that one and stop it. But yeah, Tetons got caught sleeping a little bit there. They got the big stretch pass up there, and it looks like the winger was just a little tired. He mishandled a little bit.
Fitzgerald's got almost a game's worth of shots here in the first 15 minutes. 14 minutes. And
that's what you talked about, pregame, and said, Tetons want to get some shots in this game, and they're doing just that. 21 shots so far in this first period. Back out at the blue line, another shot on net here. This is Loden with a clapper from just from the high circle, and Fitzgerald there for another save. That will be his 20th save of the game so far. 5:52 left in the first.
You got to think the Tetons are probably a little salty too. They gave up their first contest to Bottineau last time they played, and I'm sure they don't want that to happen again.
Yeah, they're definitely coming out and playing with an edge tonight, that is for sure. Tetons another shot on net. This is Arnold, going to turn and fire. This goes wide. Back come the Jacks. Right there on the back check is Billings with good hustle there for the Tetons. This is Martin. Leaves it up and gets this one on net. There for the rebound was Josh Davis for the Tetons. And we will get a face-off to the glove side of Kenny Fitzgerald here.
Looks like the net popped off from the goaltender's skate there.
Yeah, it's a more common occurrence out of the. It's kind of a running joke is how many times the net comes off out of the egg. We've seen it a little better here at the rec. So.
Yeah, I know that with these goaltenders, they're big, strong kids. They move back and forth. You see it a lot, but it hasn't been. Ooh.
Oh, shot there, snipe. That was number 33, Michael Worth. That's going to make it 2-1. Still in favor of the Tetons. Jacks get on the board. That goal is going to come at the 14:46 mark of the first period. Again, that is Michael Worth. We'll wait on the assist for that one. So the Jacks are going to cut this lead in half, 2-1. And not much that Krejcik could do there. That was an absolute snipe there by Worth.
No, that was a heck of a shot right there. I mean, he got that puck up in a hurry, hit the post. That was again, like you said, a goal scorer's goal.
Absolutely.
Similar to the second Teton goal.
Again, Tetons with possession at center ice. It's Overland. He's going to be dumped down by Zabinski. And an icing call here on the Jacks. We'll come all the way back down to the stick side of Fitzgerald.
You know, that's one thing when you get a goaltender keeping you in like this. I mean, for quite a few shots. It just takes one to get you right back in the flow, and now we've got a one-goal game again. You know, the Tetons are going to want to remedy that.
And another quick shot here off the stick of Sheshuk. Glove down by Fitzgerald. Like I said, yeah, you have a goaltender keep you in the game. All it takes is, now it's a one-shot game is all it is. 27-8 advantage for the Tetons, but it doesn't matter. It's a one-shot game. So Tetons, good redirect there from Wild. That one gets through, and that one's going to be kicked aside by Fitzgerald. On the blue line, loading again for the Tetons. In late to try to get the tip was Wild. So again, another face-off. We've seen a lot of these down in this Jack end with all the shots Tetons have put on Fitzgerald. The 29th of the game so far.
Yeah, you're seeing the Tetons are definitely controlling the pace of the game. Looks like they're playing the game they want to. They're just hopefully want to get another puck in the net here, give themselves a little bit more cushion.
Absolutely.
Jacks obviously looks like they're going to kind of pursue that strategy, try and get a break here or there, get a goal in when they can on a quick break, just like the last one. And that 2-on-1 that Krejcik made the good save on earlier.
They're definitely a team of transition, what we've seen so far. So back out at center ice. Jack's going to dump this one down. Krejcik takes a funny hop. That one goes over his peg, back down in the corner. A wide angle shot there by the Jacks. Sticked aside by Krejcik. Back the other way, Weisgerber. Tries the backhand pass over for Sheshuk. Again, Weisgerber, the deep man in for the Tetons. Tries to pick it off. Can't quite get to it. He's going to dump this one back down. This is Mendel for the Jacks. Again, can't connect on that stretch pass. This will be another icing here. 3:51 left in period number 1.
Nice little forecheck in there by Shishik. Kind of poke checked the puck away. Gave Weisgerber almost a chance right on in front of the goaltender there. Couldn't quite corral the puck, but nice little forecheck with the stick, keeping the puck available in the zone.
Yeah, and you look at guys that are good with the puck on their stick. They're, if they have good hands like that, they're good at the poke check too, and picking that puck off. So good play by him. Back the other way, another icing call here, and they're gonna tell the two defensemen for the Jacks, they say, hey, get back out here. They're trying to sneak off the ice after that last icing.
Growing up playing hockey, that was one of those things you need to change. You ice the puck, you get it down. One of the changes they've made with that, not allowing the switch with the icing, really kind of opened up the game for some of these higher levels.
We're going to get a tripping call here. Looks like on Dana Arnold, but I don't think he touched his skate. I think the player just fell from what I could see, but hey, maybe the ref saw better than I did, so that's going to be first man advantage here for the Jacks.
Gave him the slash, so it must have just been the action towards him. I don't know if he even got him with it, though. Like you said, it looked like he missed him, but...
Well, maybe the wind. Maybe the wind whooshing off the stick blew him down.
It
So.
was close to the red line. He might have tripped over that.
I guess we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So the Jacks will skate with the man advantage here for the next 2 minutes. And at center ice, Zabinski tries to chip it away. And Jacks with possession, back in their own zone. Good forecheck here, and good pressure by Zabinski. He's going to pick this one off, come back the other way. Can't quite get a shot off. He's going to be content to eat this one down in the corner. Good penalty kill so far by the Tetons. Up at center ice. Off the skate, a flight. This is going to be Basic. Leaves it for Zabinski. Player had trouble with it. Looks like a couple of cross checks there. Weren't going to call. And a 3-on-2 the other way. We have Basic trailing. Going to take a shot, and that was off the stick of Frank Flight. That's going to go wide. Out at center ice, Tetons with possession now. Oberlin quickly is going to chip this one down. He doesn't get a line change here. Down into the final minute of the power play for the Jacks.
Seeing this third line out on this penalty kill here for the Tetons. They haven't had a lot of playing time tonight, but a couple of big bodies out there to crowd the zone, it looks like.
Yeah, good big bodies and long sticks. You really get those in the passing lanes on the penalty kill. Tetons going to chip this one down. Final 30 seconds, 27 seconds in for the man advantage for the Jacks. Again, this is Walsh. for the Jacks. Chips it around, leaves it for Mills around the boards. Tetons with possession here. Sheshek on it, 2-on-1 the other way. Gets it over for Wild. Wild's in uncontested and trying to go high stick side, and Fitzgerald is right there to make the save. So quickly the other way on a 4-on-3. This is Mills. Shot there. And played, and Teton's going to be even strength or full strength here with final minute and 30 in period number 1. It's been exciting these last 2-3 minutes. And pass left there for Dana Arnold as he just comes out of the penalty box. Sheshek in the corner. Tries to leave it for Wild. Wild gains possession. Back out for Martin. Martin with the shot through traffic. Can't quite get through. Weisgerber for the Tetons. Ridden off the puck there by Minaki.
Good battle by Wild against the boards there. Held off 2 of the Lumberjacks while he controlled the puck.
And transition the other way. This is Jolly. A good hustle again by Shane Billings. He's had a lot of hustle tonight getting back on the back check. So great defensive effort there.
Great opportunity for the Tetons on the penalty kill there. It was an amazing pass over by, was that Shishuk to Wild?
Yeah, Shishuk to Wild.
Nice saucer across. Got him on the goaltender by himself. Got a little fancy, tried to go up top, but this time he wasn't having it.
Yep. Yeah, no, like you said, Fitzgerald facing a lot of shots. He's getting a little warmed up here. He's probably had, I'd say, 20 consecutive saves now since he let in. We'll call that first one. He'd probably want that one back. So the Tetons again in the Jack zone. This is Billings. Takes a shot. High glove again by Fitzgerald.
A little chippy after the play. Nothing getting too skirmishing or too much of a skirmish yet, but can see the little bit of animosity between the teams here.
Well, I think if we see it open up to a 4 or 5 goal lead, we might see it get a little chippier. But hockey's an emotional sport, and especially if you're trained to protect your goaltender. You get anyone near within a few feet of your goaltender, you guys are going to take exception to that. So we're going to get a face-off here, back out just outside of the Jack zone. And take the draw. It's going to be Sheshek.
Must have missed something there. I thought the goaltender had covered it up, but they brought it out of the zone. So
might have called man in the crease for that one. Yeah, but you're right. I didn't see it either. I don't know why they brought it out. But regardless, with possession here is going to be the Jacks. And a bouncing puck there. Can't quite corral it. Dumped down by the Tetons. Final 10 seconds of play in period number 1. Out at center. Come the Jacks. Going to chip this one down. We've seen a really bouncy puck tonight. And that'll do it for period number 1. And the score is going to be 2-1. Looks like Sheshek took a shot here after the buzzer. I don't know what happened here. I was looking at the clock. We've got
30.
And it's Flight again.
It's Flight, yeah.
He's been chippy. He's been kind of getting into it all game, and a little extracurricular afterwards. He looked like Flight and Hilly were kind of jawing at each other a little bit after the whistle blew.
All right, so we'll be back in a couple minutes here. We'll go through first period stats. Tetons lead it 2-1. You're listening to Teton Hockey on WSCTetons.com. When I just come back, you just want to read through the stats for first period?
Is what?
bikes.
The Williston State College Student Bike has partnered with the Area Recreation Center. Will be offering a
And we are back at the Pete Collin Arena, and to cover first period stats, this is our color analyst, Mark Hannig.
Well, we had a couple goals in the first period there. The Tetons started off the scoring with number 16, Shishak, putting in a backhand at 4:34 of the first period. This is an even strength goal, assisted by number 19, Wade Weisgerber. The Tetons got on the board again next with a nice, pretty goal there by Brandon Wild at 7:08 of the first period. That was another even strength goal. That one was assisted by, I had number 21 here, but I'm not seeing 21, so it might have been 22, or it might have been McMinn. I had 21 written down.
I think it was McMinn on that,
but I think it was 20 McMinn.
Yep.
And then the Lumberjacks coming back at 14:46 of the first, scoring a nice goal of their own. Number 33, Michael Worth, putting that in top shelf, sniping Krejcik there. Saves for the first period, Fitzgerald for the Lumberjacks had 30 saves on 32 shots, whereas Krejcik had 9 saves on 10 shots. Both teams were 0 for 1 on the power play. We had 2 penalties on each team. The one was concurrent running or penalties, whereas the others each gave them a power play opportunity, but neither team could capitalize.
All right, thanks, Mark, and we'll be back with coverage for the second period. You're listening to Teton Hockey on WSCTetons.com.
I heard 21, that's why I was like...
And I almost forgot, we are back at the Pete Collin Arena, and I forgot we're doing an interview this period, so we're here with Teton assistant coach J.D. Hobbs. Coach, last game against the Jacks, I'd say they probably surprised you guys a little bit with the 6-3 victory. How do you think you guys responded so far tonight?
We had great tempo going. We kind of scaled back just a little bit towards the end there, but overall good tempo. Everyone's up on the bench. Everyone's going. Everyone's ready to fly. So I think we're going to go into the locker room. We'll take a little bit of a break here, and the boys will be ready to be amped up again.
So if you look at up at the scoreboard, so the one thing that pops out, 32 shots. You guys are on track for 96 shots this game. So I'd say that might be, if you guys keep that up, that might be the Teton record. So, but you guys have done a great job getting pucks to the net.
Well, that's what I had turned around and looked at Swift to ask him if the scoreboard was actually right, because we turned around and I think it was like 20-3 or something at one point, and I couldn't believe what we were looking at. So. I'm definitely happy about it. We got to keep rolling. So, like I said, the intensity, the tempo is good. The boys are flying. Maybe a little bit more on our shot selection, per se. There's been a couple just right in the chest. But, that's going to come. If they're going to keep giving us those lanes, we'll keep shooting.
Absolutely. Yep. You look at a little bit of, you can tell it's a rivalry. You look at a little chippiness of the game. We see a player out for the Jacks. I'm not going to name any names, but it seems like he's in the mix about every shift out there.
Yeah. And right now, and honestly, I didn't see what happened there at the end with Sheshuk. I was looking over at coach, and all of a sudden, everyone missed it. So. Our boys saw it, and you know what? The last thing that they need to do is give our boys any more momentum right now. Our boys do like to get chippy from time to time too, but if we can just stick with our game plan, keep firing shots on net, let those guys sit in the box, and we'll just go work.
So, going into the second and third period, what adjustments, if any, do you guys need to make going into the second period?
Honestly, the adjustments right now, defensively, we got a little lax towards the end. We're going to have to tighten up on the defensive side, but offensively, we can't ask for much more out of the boys right now. They're flying on all cylinders right now, and looks like like you said, 96 shots in one game would be unheard of. So we'll see what happens.
Well, even if you guys get to 100, I don't think it fits on the scoreboard. So maybe we'll round up. You guys get to 99. So.
Yeah. Well, on the flip side, though, that's a pretty good save percentage for the goalie too. If it stays 2-1.
That's true. All right, JD. Well, it's been an entertaining game so far. We wish you luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much.
All right. And that is Teton assistant coach JD Hobbs, and we'll be back for the second period. You're listening to Teton Hockey on WSCTetons.com.
Hey!
And we are back at the P. Collin Arena with the second period. Tetons with a 2-1 lead. Tetons going to start out with the line of Sheshak. He's going to come in on the draw. He's going to win this one back for Martin. Martin over for Loden. That one's going to be almost picked off by McElroy Scott. Centering pass there. Out to play it is Krajcek. He's going to make the early save here in period number 2. 10 seconds in, 19:50 left. That'll be the 11th shot on net for the Jacks.
Looked like Martin put himself in a good position there to stop that centering pass. Kind of stepped on the puck, but kept it from getting through to Bottineau there.
Yeah, we've seen some good defensive play here by the Tetons. Haven't given any real good opportunities so far for the Jacks. Back up the ice. Centering pass there for Sheshak. Covered by Knutson for the Jacks. Back out to center ice. Chipped in by Bottineau. First man there to play it is going to be Worth, the goal scorer for the Jacks tonight. Back on the Tetons in transition. This is going to be Weisgerber. Toe drag right around the defender. Centering pass. Looks for Sheshak. Gets it back to the blue line. Fricky can't get it through traffic. That's going to be blocked by Knutson. He's going to chip this one down. And that's going to be an icing. That one could have been waved off there. That was Menaki there with speed for the Jacks.
Yeah, seeing a couple of long outlet passes here for the Tetons, trying to get some movement again. I'm sure they want to put another couple 30-so shots in the period.
Yeah, they definitely set the bar in that first period. Face off here, quick shot by McMahon, just misses wide, glove side. Up. The goaltender Fitzgerald. Back at center ice, that's Fricky. There to play it, walk across a little too early was Menaki for the Jacks, and that was going to be whistled offside.
You can definitely see the impact of this smaller ice on some of those outlet passes. The guys just get up the ice so much quicker with the level of play here that you're seeing that a lot of that transition game like you were talking about earlier.
Teton's going to counter here with looks like their second line. Going to be Zabinski in on the draw. Teton's not quite full with 4 lines tonight. They have 2 extra forwards on that 4th line. We're going to get a penalty here on the Tetons. That's going to be Moser. Going to go to the box for 2. It's going to be a tripping call. So we'll see the second power play opportunity here for Dakota College.
That looked like a little bit of a dive from up here, I'm not going to lie. He did get his stick in his feet, but definitely the Bottineau guy looked like he gave him a little help on that call. But you do what you can to get the advantage.
That's right. The Tetons on the penalty kill, going to win the faceoff, can't clear it out of the zone. Back is Burning, leaves it for Overland. Jack's going to maintain possession here. That's Flight. Back at the point, shot there. Just wide of Krajcek. This is McElroy Scott on the near half wall of the Teton zone. Leaves it up for Flight. Flight using his big body to try to get possession here. Back in the corner. This is Burning for the Tetons. Again, Flight riding him off the puck. Back behind the net. The Tetons having a hard time getting this one out of the zone. Flight's going to be right at the doorstep. Try to step it in. And this is going to be gloved here by Krajcek. Going to face off.
You got to think the Jacks there. I think they want Flight more in front of the net than behind the net playing with the puck. He's a big body. You want him in front trying to get those rebounds. If they've rotated to where he's down there, the Tetons can do what they did there. They ate up a lot of time just playing with the puck down low, staying on the man.
Yep.
Burnt a lot of that penalty on that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with eating the puck in the corners, but especially when you're on a penalty kill. Tetons doing a good job of that. Killing valuable time off the clock in this penalty kill. Tetons, this is Loden. Going to fire this one all the way down. First man into play. It's going to be Bassett for the Tetons. 1-on-4. Back out to play is the Jacks. The ref gets tripped up there along with Zabinski. Fired back down by the Tetons.
Seen Zabinski lose an edge quite a bit tonight. I'm wondering if he doesn't have something wrong with the skates there. Well, it seems like every turn he's going down.
They have the portable skate sharpener. I don't know if they have. I'm sure they have one in their locker room. I remember growing up, they had the skate sharpening machines. You don't see those anymore.
I had a little handheld round blade that I kept in my bag for instances like that. I don't know how well it worked, but I sure did think I was cool having that myself.
Placebo, right?
Yeah.
All right, Tetons with 31 seconds left on the penalty kill. And Cheshek's going to win this face-off and clear it down. And Jack trying to break it out, having a little trouble. No one there. As Menaki with the attempted pass, rink wide. It's back for Mills. Mills gains his zone. Menaki just was onside there. There's the back. There's the defenseman. That was Mundell. Chip it back in. And Teton's going to come back as Moser steps out of the box at full strength. Teton's trying to get a pass up to him as Moser has a lot of speed coming out of that zone.
Shishak playing the body a little bit here. Looks like he's trying to send a little bit of a message. Had 3 follow-up hits after the play, just following up with his check after the puck had left, kind of leaving an impact out there.
Yeah, it's usually not a game you see him play, but I think, and I didn't see it. I don't know if you saw it either at the end of that first period, Mark. He took a shot. I don't know what happened, but somebody got him after the horn had buzzed. So.
Yeah, I did see he was down. I didn't see what actually happened, but I'm guessing it might have given him a little bit of an edge coming into the second period.
So back in the Teton zone, returning is going to be McMinn. As a hop over his stick in the Jack zone, back into the Jack zone. This is going to be Billings, first man in on the forecheck. Leaves it there for Arnold. Arnold looking for a centering pass. Squirts out to Fricky through traffic, and nice save again by Fitzgerald.
That's the shot you want from the point right there. Kind of keep it low. Obviously want a little bit more traffic, but at the same time let the puck hit through to the goaltender. Let your forwards dig and try and get a rebound. See if they can't put one away. Very good penalty kill by the Tetons there.
Yeah, excellent.
Didn't give up a lot of chances. Sammy Basic did a great job in the zone, keeping the puck in.
You talk about that shot getting through traffic. It's a good thing. You saw in the first period the Tetons shooting high on Fitzgerald, and he was, besides that goal off the stick, I believe it was Wilder had that second goal. Other than that, Fitzgerald's been good up high, especially with that glove. So seeing the Tetons try to get a little more shots down low in this second period.
Well, you score the pretty one, and then you start thinking everyone's going to be pretty.
Right.
But in the game of hockey, sometimes you just got to muck it up and do what you can. So start getting that shot low, get those rebounds,
get those greasy goals like. I like to call them.
I want to say 90% of mine were of that variety.
That's right. Nothing wrong. They all look the same on the score sheet, right? And back in the Teton zone, this is going to be Basic back in the corner. Gets it over for McMinn. McMinn tries banking off the boards up for Moser. He does get that one out of the zone. See some physicality there at the blue line. Back come the Jacks. Nice shot there. And Tracek right there with the save. As we'll get a whistle here. This will be Frank Flight with a little extracurricular activity again. And Bassett wisely skates away. You want to play to the edge, but not quite over. That's kind of the mantra you want to have.
Always got to have that little bit of attitude, but you don't want to take it so far that you put your team at a disadvantage. So. Seeing Krejcik, it looks like he's not feeling the puck as good as he has in the past. He's not taking in those rebounds like I've seen. So hopefully he gets a few more shots, gets him better in this game.
Back on the Tetons on the ensuing faceoff. This is Weisgerber is going to backhand this one down. Cheshek there, first man there to take it out of the corner. This is Billings, a nice shot. Oh, and rebound. Cheshek right there in the weak post, trying to get a shot there, and rung that one off the iron. Back out at the point, Loden over for Martin. Martin, a nice block shot there by the Jacks. On transition, here come the other way. This is McElroy Scott into the skates of Worth.
That's an elbow.
And that was an obvious elbow call. The ref missed there. What a big hit.
Big hit, but he followed through with the elbow on the Teton player there.
And that ends with non-penalty.
Tell you, is that the third steal we've heard tonight for the Tetons? I mean, this could easily be a 5-1 game. Right. Just a little bit off, inch or so on that puck. So Fitzgerald not only making saves, but also getting a little help from his best friend.
Well, I think the big turning point of the game is when, they had traffic on the 4-on-3 on the power play, and the one went off the crossbar. They could easily made it a 3-0 game, and, we're only in a one-goal game here, so. Back down into the Jack zone. Playing it up the boards is going to be Lovett. We're going to get a face-off here.
No, usually, I think, do you normally see a three-man crew for these? Tonight, just the two officials without the linesman.
Usually see a three-man crew, yes. So I did not notice that yet. So it's a good thing we have a color analyst along here tonight, Mark. So thank you for that.
I do what I can.
Yeah, maybe through the holidays, hard to come across referees. I don't know, but
yeah.
They're doing a good enough job as they can. So,
well, they're letting them play a physical game, but hopefully not letting it get too out of control.
Exactly.
That's the line you want to do as a referee. Also,
and rebound there, and right through traffic. First man in there was Menaki, but he's going to knock the netting off. Because I believe that was Mills in for the wide open shot.
Kind of looked like he hit Menaki with the shots. Kind of fortunate that it was in the crease there. That puck should come out of the zone, you'd think, though, seeing it was a lumberjack in the net.
Right.
And it does look like the official is pointing at the dot outside of the zone for that face-off.
So Krajcek catches the break there because they had him out of position.
Oh, puck was in the slot there and open net, and just fortunate that nothing came of it.
Ensuing face-off. First man there to play it. Weisgerber tries to chip it around the defender of the Jacks. That was Sheshuk. Dumping it right back down for the Tetons. He just attempt a quick line change. Can't quite get it. Again, this is wild. And first man there is going to be Mundell for the Jacks. And a shot there. And that's going to be a goal off the stick of Lucas Walsh. That's going to tie it at 2 apiece. That comes off the fifth. That goal is going to come at the 6:31 mark of the second period. Even strength goal. Again, that's going to be Walsh. I believe Mundell may get the assist. We'll wait for that one. We hear the Tetons saying the player was offside there.
Looks like they caught him short side there. Usually Krajcek's got those angles down, but sometimes you get a little out of position. Tetons are not happy with this goal, though. You can see they're waiting there. Bottineau has been stretching that offsides. You can see, very close on a lot of plays. I noticed last period. The lead player is getting just a little ahead of the puck, trying to get that extra step on the break, and the Tetons are just pleading with the officials to keep an eye on that in the future.
And you pretty much have 2 refs and no linesmen. That's an advantage you can take. You can kind of throw that line a little bit on the outside. So
you might see a few more whistles now, though.
Yeah.
But you also, if you're the Tetons, you have to be careful. Just stay and play your game. Goals are going to happen. You let this get you out of it, you're going to start playing a game that you don't want to play.
Exactly. Face off here, won by Bassett. Looks like we're going to have Davis out here for the Tetons, the extra forward.
Yeah, rotating a local boy in again. It's good to see some of these local kids stick around and play in the program. We've got Tracer Oberlin and Josh Davis. It's also nice just to see these guys continue their education and get some hockey in.
That's a great asset for the community here, having the hockey program here at Williston State. Now back into, that one's going to squirt offside. Tito's going to have to retreat and touch up here. It's going to come the other way. McMinn there to play it. Leaves it up for Moser. Moser's got a lot of room here. Back for Bassett on the half wall. And an ill-advised pass there. And again, the Jacks was quick on transition, trying to catch the Tetons asleep at the wheel there. Bassett at center ice. Tries to leave this one there, and a good play there by Flay with the poke check. I think Moser took a big hit there, lost his stick. He's going to make a line change. And this is going to be a quick icing here for the Jacks.
Game's getting a little bit more physical. You're seeing both sides finishing their checks, trying to make sure that they're letting the other squad know that they're there. Close game like this, though, you want to see the teams maybe keep it under control, and I think both coaches will keep them there. They both want the W tonight.
But I do love that term, finishing your checks. That's nicely put, Mark. Nicely put there. Well, that's a nice way of saying they're playing aggressive, right?
Yes. I know when I grew up, that was one thing our coaches stressed.
Yes.
Finishing your checks.
That's right. Back in his own zone. This is going to be Tracer Oberlin. Looking for Arnold. Arnold has a little trouble with it. Corrals the puck. Back for Burning. Burning up for Billings. Billings just tips it. Icing is going to be waved off. Again, this is Worth. Up for Ends. Picked off there by Burning. And up on the half wall. Wild's having a lot of trouble with the puck there. We've seen a lot of bouncing pucks here tonight. It's a hard thing to get adjusted to if you're a hockey player out there. Sheshuk gains his own nifty move, and he still has possession. Backhand there. Leaves it for Wild. Wild at the doorstep. Couldn't get his stick on it. Again, Wild for the Tetons. Back for Burning. Burning's going to wisely chip this one up along the boards. He had nothing to shoot at. Back in the corner.
Bottinau's definitely trying to clog up the center of the offensive zone there, try and keep the Tetons from getting.
And again, Ends off the stretch pass. And a nifty glove save there by David Krajcek. Again, the stretch pass got him again. I think if you're the Tetons, you're going to have to, leave your defenseman a little higher. Maybe not pinch so much on that blue line.
It's either that or you got to drop a forward back into the high slot and just have him keep an eye out on the guy, make sure that puck's not getting across the ice. They've got to adjust something to keep that outlet path.
Yeah, I got to cut that passing lane off. Shot from the point there. Krajcek has trouble with the rebound. And that's going to be Mills. He's going to knock that one home. As the Jacks are going to take their first lead of the game, 3-2. That goal will come at the 9:02 mark of period number 2 on their 17th shot on net.
Well, you always hear, or as a coach, and you always hear as a player, put the puck on the net, good things can happen. And they got a play. They won the face-off, got a shot from the point, and he just put a backhand in off the rebound past Krajcek.
You talked about the rebound control of Krajcek. Usually it's pretty good, but like you said, he's fighting the puck a little bit tonight. And that's where we got that goal, is that off the rebound from the point.
Will assist to number 10, Miniachi.
So Miniachi with the assist. Again, I believe that was Mills from Miniachi. Back in the zone, Tetons. That was Loden. Almost got it through traffic. I think Sabinski tipped that one. Got a little too much stick on it. Look out for the Jacks. Is Mills, the goal scorer. Again, shot on net here. As the Jacks are starting to turn it up a little bit. Arnold for the Tetons. Nice move. Walks it around the defender. It's a shot on net. And that one's going to be kicked away by Fitzgerald.
Though we're a good 10 minutes into the period, and the Tetons only have 4 shots this period compared to the 32 from last period.
Yes, big difference here.
So Bottinau's definitely made the adjustment, tried to slog up the ice a little bit, keep the pace down. It's working for their game.
So this is Fricky, first man in for the Tetons. In the far corner, that's Billings fighting for the puck. Billings again for the Tetons. Can't quite corral it. First man is Weisgerber. Tips it away. Leaves it for Sheshuk. Sheshuk walks around. Looks for his open ice. On the cycle. Leaves it back for Wild. From the slot. Weisgerber. It looks like the net comes off its mooring, but Fitzgerald there wisely just pulls it right back on. He didn't want to whistle there. That one takes a funny hop. Jack's trying to ring it around the boards there. McMinn there to play it. Plate picks it off. Up to the forward. Coming in with speed was Jolly. Jolly almost got it through 5-hole.
Definitely turned on the Jets there, but Krajcek's, even when he's not handling the rebounds as good, he's still, his body positioning and his movements are just, you can see he's definitely an outstanding goaltender. Yeah. Just maybe struggling feeling the puck tonight.
So Krajcek there with his 16th save of the game. In on the draw is going to be, that's going to be ends for the Jacks. Going to win that one. But back down quickly come the Tetons. And Mills is going to be, or Wirth is going to be ridden out to play there by Oberlin. We're going to get, looks like an icing call here on the Jacks. So we've seen a little bit of both in this period. We've seen a lot of stoppage in play, and we've seen a lot of back and forth play. So I would say the tempo is definitely favoring the Jacks this period.
Absolutely. You see the Tetons, they usually, as long as they've been around, have been playing more of an open game, move the puck, get it open in space, try and get their shots. They did that a little bit more in the first period, but now this slower pace, a little more physical, I think that definitely plays towards Bottineau's favor.
Absolutely. Up to play, it's going to be Bassett. It's going to be ridden out to play by McRoy Scott. Pick up for Bassett on the breakout attempt. A little too far for him. Sabinski there to play it. Has trouble with the puck. And Tetons really, I wouldn't even say it's Krajcek fighting the puck. I'd say it's most of your defensive. Turnover here. And a nice poke check there by Tracer Oberlin. Good play. Good heads-up play by him. That could have easily been a 4-2 game right there. He had it wide open. Centering attempt there for Moser. Too far for him, but Zabinski again gains control. Tries to center it. And turnover again. It's going to be ends for the Jacks. Leaves it for Brass. Brass with a shot on net. Can be gloved by Krajcek.
Had a nice little 2-on-1 there with, Weisgerber and Shishak, but just couldn't quite get anything out of the play.
Again, face off here. Tetons come down with Arnold. Arnold's going to dump this one down. First man in to get it. It's going to be Billings. Back down behind the net. Quick breakout there. And that was Lovett. Loses his footing. Tetons having trouble again at the blue line. That was loaded. Lost possession. Shot there. And a save by Krajcek. Yeah, Jacks with possession. Gain the zone of the Tetons. Miyachi. Picked off there by Loden. Loden's going to dump this one the other way. No icing. Running around again by the Jacks. Back at center ice. McMinn, first man to play it. Again, dumps it down. We've seen the chippiness settle down a little bit in this second period as well. And back to play it is going to be Burris for Jacks. Up for Miniachi. Cross for Walsh. This has been the best line so far tonight for the Jacks. And shot on net, saved by Krajcek.
They've definitely been hitting on their breakout passes there. You can see picking the lanes, finding where the Tetons weren't, getting that puck up out of the zone with very little pressure on them, especially in the second period. Like you said, it started off a little bit chippy, but it's really settled in. But the game itself has been a little bit more halted and kind of stiff, not as wide open, and I think that just doesn't favor the Teton style of play.
Absolutely not. Yeah, maybe on the other ice, it's they're able to open up a little more, but you get jammed in on this ice. And you look at Bottineau's ice sheet; it's even smaller than this one, so they're used to playing they bang away and play physical the whole game and just try to wear you down. And another thing you got to look at is going to be Tetons don't have 4 full lines out there. They're double shifting the center on that 4th line, so something to watch out for as this game continues.
Oh, and it looks like they're actually kind of rotating tube lines through significantly. So.
And shot again here for the Jacks. I believe that was, I didn't get the number. I believe that was Walsh off the wing. Krajcek with the save. Again, 3-2. 5:41 left in the second period. 3-2 in favor of Dakota College at Bottineau, as they won the first meeting between these two teams 6-3 up in Bottineau. Back behind the net is Burning. Going to skate this one out. Look for his outlet. Up for Billings. Billings lost his stick. And into play at Tetons. Try to get it back to the point, but Overland wasn't quite there yet. This is going to be dumped down. Gloved by Fitzgerald. He's going to leave this one for his defenseman. Mendel's going to be there and leave it for his defensive partner. Again, fired down by the Tetons. They can't really generate much offense here in this period. They've been pretty content just to dump and chase, and the chase isn't really working. As Jacks are pretty quick in the transition on their breakout.
Well, and it just feels like the Tetons forwards are a little bit more comfortable when they've got the puck on their stick. And here comes a delayed penalty
That's going to be on Cheshek. That's going to be either a boarding or a check from behind. So this will be the second power play of the period, third of the game for the Jacks.
Definitely gave the guy a little love tap on the back there, but didn't look like he hit him that hard, but the guy did go down.
It's going to be a cross check to Cheshek. So penalty killer is the forwards for the Tetons going to be Zabinski along with Basic. With Burning and Overland at defense. Zabinski is going to win this draw. Back for Burning. Good pressure there by the Jacks. That was Worth. In the corner, still maintains possession. Flight right there. Tries a centering pass. He flex over for McElroy Scott. From the goal line. Takes a wide angle shot. Almost gets that one through. I heard some iron there. And Krajcek in on the save.
You can see there looked like McElroy Scott here for Bottineau. He had his arms up. I think he thought that was in, but Krajcek had the angle covered. That puck wasn't hit by on that angle.
Yeah, he took the shot from the wide angle. I call that the Luke Johnson special. If anyone watches UND hockey, that's kind of his move as well. He scored a lot that way, so we know it does work sometimes, but couldn't quite get it through the padding of Krajcek. Again, power play continues for the Jacks. It's going to be McElroy Scott. Going to leave it back. That's going to be Enns, the first line center, and playing back on the point on the power play. His partner's going to be Mundell out of the power play. And Enns with a nice shot, and that's going to rip off the left post and right into the back of Krajcek, and he's going to get the... we won't call that a save. We're going to get a whistle here. Oh, they're going to give him the shot.
I think we got a goaltender down there running the shots on goal, so he's a little bit more kind.
I did not notice that. Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
You know, the Tetons, right now, they just don't have energy. You can see they need something to just give them a little spark. The feet aren't moving. The body language is not there. Mm-hmm. Something needs to change here. Coach Bokus has got to maybe light a little fire under them and get them going, or just something. They have to want this a little bit more at this point of the game, I think.
Yeah, whether it's a big hit or that's something that definitely gets the crowd into it, gets your team into it a little bit, gets the juices flowing. Zabinski tries to clear this one out. He's going to get this one. Going to skate it up. 2-on-3. Zabinski with the shot. He's going to miss that one wide. Back for Basic. Takes another shot there. Just going to deflect wide. So good penalty kill here so far for the Tetons. Back to play is Martin. Challenged by Flight. Basic's going to chip this one. Try to get out of the zone, but back for Enns. Enns going to rip at this one. Going to miss wide glove side of Krajcek. Down to the final 30 seconds of the Jacks power play. And up. This is Sam Basic. One-on-one. Waits for the trailers. Zabinski. Takes a shot right into the numbers of Fitzgerald. But Basic with a good play there up at the blue line. Poke that one away. So final 19 seconds on the penalty to Shane Cheshek.
There's an excellent chance there, getting an opportunity on the penalty kill. You'd like to see him maybe not put that right into the goaltender's chest. Maybe try for a corner or something. But at the same time, just the effort to get the puck down, get the face up in the zone was excellent.
And on the draw, that's going to be Wild. They're going to lose that one. Up to play is Miniaki. Leaves it for Wells. That's Mills. Mills takes a shot. Looks like that one got caught in the netting. We're going to get a whistle here. 4 seconds left. The Teton penalty.
Still a couple of minutes. Get your shot clock.
The Tetons have been pretty solid on their penalty kill. This is the third opportunity for Bottineau, and they really haven't had any scoring chances.
Yeah, you count off the one off the post to ends, but other than that, that's really the only shot they've got through traffic. So back up, Teton's going to chip this one out. Cheshik's going to walk out of the penalty box. He's going to get possession right away. And another thing I've noticed, Teton's not using the open ice very well as well. And credit to the Jacks, they're cutting off a lot of those lanes. Shot again here by Mills. That's going to be saved by Krychek. I think this period we've seen the shots are 16-4 by my calculations.
Yeah, I'm seeing like 15 to 6, I think.
Yeah, okay.
With the goals, but still just a complete turnaround from a 32 to 10 period last period.
This is Weisgerber for the Tetons. Looking for Wild, too far for him. Another icing here on the Tetons. 2:10 left in the second period.
You can just see there with the missed pass, a couple of slumped shoulders, body language right now. I mean, the game is still, it's a one-goal game. This is by no means anywhere out of reach. Still a lot of hockey left to play. You just hope these Tetons, like you said, can get a big hit, get something, get that spark going.
Play continues back behind the Teton net. This is McMinn being challenged there by Brask. In the corner, Tetons get it out. It's going to be Weisgerber. It's going to be chipped away there by the defenseman. That's going to be Burris for the Jacks. Again, Weisgerber in the corner. Leaves it for Sheshuk. Sheshuk with possession. Ridden off the puck there nicely by Burris. Back out to blue line. Fricky. Fricky with a shot. Saved there by Fitzgerald. Again, Sheshuk with possession. Turned over. Back up. This is going to be number 91.
Grant.
Yeah, it's going to be Grant for the Jacks with a nice shot on net and a save by Krychek. Sheshuk the other way. Tries a saucer pass. Can't get it through traffic, but the trailer shot there by Billings gets one on net.
Looks like we've got a power play coming for the Tetons here.
If you look, 1:08 left, so they're going to, barring any goals, they're going to end the period here and get some extra time next period with the man advantage.
Tell you, there was a little bit extra step there, a couple good chances. Looks to me like the Tetons, they're trying to force the puck in the zone, but the points, Bottineau is really focusing their defense deep and keeping them from there. If they could get the puck out to the points.
Right.
The points have had open shots all night. They got to get that puck back, move it around, help open up down low a little bit.
This penalty is going to go to number 21. It's going to be Brask for the Jacks. The Tetons with the power play here. First of the period. Face-off won there by Arnold over for Moser. Moser back behind the net. Up for Bassett. Back for Arnold from the high circle. Takes a shot, just misses wide. That's going to ring all the way around. Loden out to play it. Leaves it for Arnold, rink wide. Arnold's going to have to retreat. Back for Loden. Wind down in the final minute of play in period number 2. Tetons really can't find any flow here to their power play so far. Bassett in the corner, leaves it for Moser. Back for Bassett. And again, the point up there has a lot of room. This is going to be Martin. With the rink-wide pass over for Arnold, leaves it back for Martin. Martin through traffic, can't get it through. Martin again, for Loden. And this one almost squirts through for Fitzgerald. About 5 seconds left here for the Tetons. That should do it for period number 2. As we end 2 periods, the score is going to be 3-2 in favor of the Lumberjacks. And we'll be back in a couple minutes with stats for period number 2. You're listening to Teton Hockey on WSCTetons.com. And we are back at the Pete Conlon Arena, and going over our stats from period number 2 is Mark Hannick.
Yeah, second period saw a little bit of a change in the pace. After a dominating period by the Tetons for the first period, the Lumberjacks really controlled the action for the second period. Scoring a goal 6:31 into the period was number 15, Lucas Walsh, assisted by number 5, Tanner Mundall, and number 10, Matt Miniaki. Lumberjacks then scored again to take the lead at 9:15 of the second period. These are both even strength goals. That goal was scored by number 14, Niall Mills, and assisted by number 10, Matt Miniaki. For the period, David Krejcik for the Tetons ended up with 15 saves. That gives them a game total of 24 so far. And then Fitzgerald had a much quieter period after 30 saves in the first, only 8 saves in the second period, giving him a game total of 38. The Tetons are currently on their second power play. They got 51 seconds left. Bottineau is 0 for 3 on the power play tonight.
All right, thanks, Mark. And we'll be back with third period action. You're listening to Teton Hockey on WOCTetons.com. And we are back at the Pete Collin Arena for period number 3 between the Tetons and the Dakota College of Bottineau Lumberjacks. The Jacks lead this one 3-2. Tetons on a power play here for 51 seconds to start period number 3. Tetons will start with the first line of Shane Sheshuk, along with Brendan Wild and Wade Weisgerber. The Jacks are going to counter with Bryce Enns at center. On the penalty kill, Knutson be out there. And Teton's going to win this one. Back for Fricky. He's going to look for something to develop here. He's going to skate this one himself. Gains his zone for the Tetons. Down into the corner. He's going to chip this one behind the net. Leaves it for Sheshuk. Sheshuk in the near corner. Retreats at the half wall. He's going to lose a handle on that puck. Good play here by Loden. Tries to keep it in, but tipped back down by Worth for the Jacks. And 25 seconds left on the Teton power play. Back behind the net. It's Fricky again for the Tetons. Oh, and the puck sticks there. Like Zamboni got him on that one. His ice wasn't quite set. And dumped back down by the Jacks. Again, Fricky. He does try to get one more rush, and that's going to do it for the power play from the Tetons. No shots in period number 3 so far, and even on that power play for the Tetons. Again, Jacks dump it all the way down. Going to be on net for Krejcik. No icing here. Tracer Overland in to play it. It's tripped up by Mills. And out to play it from center ice.
Kind of like to see Billings go through that guy there instead of a pause. Maybe give him a little life with a big hit in front of the box.
Yeah, big body there. Billings, he can definitely run through him if he'd like to. But back out in transition here for the Jacks. Billings rides him to the outside. No shot, because that was Walsh coming around for the Jacks. Again, Walsh still with the puck, or Wells with the puck. Back on the blue line, kept alive by Burris. Floating there for the Tetons. Tries it backhanded out of the zone weakly and can't get it out. As that was Fikes who kept it alive for the Jacks in the zone. Overland here. Tries to leave it for Loden. No one home. Miniachi was there to play it. And play continues down here in the Teton zone. Moser corrals the puck. No support there. Tetons just getting caught with their not moving their feet is what, just standing around in that zone and
just looked like they're doing something to try and get a change, but you still got to work for the puck to make sure that you're protecting it there. Just not a lot of energy coming out.
No.
Not looking good there. Tetons need to find a magic pill or something to get them going.
And even talking to Coach before game, he said a lot of these guys are, we're not putting anything into the spin zone here with excuses, but he said a lot of these guys haven't been feeling under the weather, so could be a factor, especially in this third period. Also, Sheshuk here tries to get the crowd into it. Behind the net, that one's going to go out of play.
Definitely with the shortened bench and with a couple guys under the weather. I mean, if you put those in, you can definitely see that would be, like you said, not an excuse, but more of a reason for why we're seeing a little bit of a lackluster play tonight.
Just example, that last play in the zone, it looked I counted all 5 Teton players were standing. I mean, not moving and putting any pressure, so that's a big factor there. So back on the blue line, this is Fricky for the Tetons. Chipped out by the Jacks. And Krejcik comes out to play it a little bit. No icing there. McMinn up for Davis. For Sheshuk. He's going to turn around and fire quickly. Davis there on the rebound. Jacks come back the other way. This is Worth. McMinn for the Tetons. And chipped it up and off the stick of Brendan Wild. A little extra pushing and shoving here after the whistle again.
Looks like Davis down there getting a little feisty. Maybe just trying to rile him up a little bit. Looks like the net came off, and that's what the reason for the stoppage
there we go.
was.
Yeah, Davis getting a few extra words in, getting the crowd into it.
Right in front of the student section there.
They're going to bring this face-off outside of the Jacks zone. Arnold's going to come in on the draw. And Arnold's going to win that one cleanly, a little too cleanly, back all the way back down behind his own goal line. That was Martin to play it. Because attempt to clear, they do. No icing here. Arnold in play for the Tetons. First man in the forecheck. In his skates, can't quite corral. And Burning on the blue line keeps that one in play. Quickly back out, though. Back come the Jacks. And centering pass there. That was Jolly over to Grant. And Noah Grant gets on the board. That's going to make it 4-2 Jacks. That's going to come at the 4:13 mark of period number 3. That's going to be Grant from Jolly. And another quick transition play. Jolly got on a stick, went north-south, went the other way.
It was a nice pass across the...
Beautiful pass, really a centering pass, and Grant was right there for the backhander. Tetons got a lot of work to do here now in the third period, being down 2 goals. 3 unanswered now for the Jacks. Pass up for Basic. A little too far for him. No icing, however. Over for Moser. Moser tries centering pass. Nobody home. I've got to admit that we haven't seen a lot of line chemistry tonight. You see Zabinski up in the first line. We haven't seen a lot of chemistry, especially the second line. Moser, Zabinski, and Bassett so far tonight.
Passes are just a little off. Just puck handling's just a little sloppy. Just the little things keeping the game from really developing for the Tetons here.
Back up the ice. This is Sheshek. Centered for Weisgerber. Has trouble with it. As we see the Jacks again clogged in the middle in that slot area in their own zone. Not giving the Tetons any great opportunities. Another play there. Tipped. The centering pass. Mills almost banged the 5th goal home for the Jacks, but up for Wild. Wild the toe drag, but he misses the net as he had Weisgerber on that weak post, but a good play by the defenseman for the Jacks. Take off that passing angle. Centering pass off the skates of Sheshek. Back up. This is Miniachi for the Jacks. It's going to be offside. With 14-17 left, period number 3.
Concede Wild definitely made the right move there, holding on to the puck. The defenseman had taken away the play and had actually closed the area between him and Wild. It took a little nifty stick handling to even get the shot off, but good opportunity. Just got to try and put those on net. At least give yourself a chance for something.
And swing face off here. That's Fricky with the puck. Chips it up, center ice. Tetons cannot maintain possession. Run around the boards by the Jacks. Right there is Hilly. Back the other way come the Tetons. Arnold with possession. Hold on to the puck. Leave it up for Hilly. And Fricky playing up temporarily on forward here on this ship. Back for Burning. Burning with the shot. Can't get it through traffic again. So Jack's got another stick through a shooting lane.
I'll tell you, this Bottineau team has really impressed me with their stick work, though. They're really good just getting those sticks in those passing lanes, getting them in the skates of the Tetons, getting them around the puck. Just really doing a good job of that.
If you look after the first period, Tetons obviously with 32 shots that first period. You've seen the defensive zone coverage collapse for the Jacks. Play there as Krejcik comes out to play it. He's going to lose his helmet. Next, we're pushing and shoving here again. I don't think we'll see much develop out of this one, but we've got same Mr. Number 9 there in the middle of it. But like I said, with the Jacks and the adjustment they made in the second period, you're seeing them collapse and bring everything in and not give anything into the middle. So if you're the Tetons, you want to shoot the puck, but you got to be patient with it. You got to move. Once you get it in that offensive zone, you got to move it around a little bit and make those players commit, because they're just going to buckle down and stay at home and not let any shots get through.
Well, yeah, and you got to take what they're giving you at some time. Stop forcing the play into these clogged areas where they're keeping their sticks, they're keeping their bodies, they're trying to keep you out of there. So you've got to take what they give you. You've got to rotate that puck along the outside. Like I said, show some patience, but move the puck around outside and not try to jam it into the middle there when you don't have the opportunity, when you're not seeing results. They've just got to adjust a little bit of that game.
Again, Tetons trying to break it out here. Good pressure by the Jacks. Logan's going to gain possession. Rink-wide pass up for Wild. Wild, another rink-wide pass. Cut off there by Walsh at center ice. Dump back down. King Martin for the Tetons behind his own net. Tries a backhand. And this is going to be a high stick. Get a stoppage in play. With 13:01 left to play, period number 3. Score is 4-2 in favor of Dakota College. Shots 40-31, favoring the Tetons. And no shot, I believe 0 shots so far in this third period for the Tetons. This is Basic. Walking at the doorstep, tries to shove one home. Can't get it through. As Fitzgerald is right there. And this is Moser. Trying to make something happen behind the net. That's for Basic. Tetons applying a little more pressure on this shift. Again, the Jackson transition. Walsh gains his zone. Takes a shot there, right in the numbers of Krajcek.
Walsh got really right up into the goaltender's grill there, and he felt a few shoves. Just a little, hey, buddy, you might want to back up a little.
Yeah, they're letting each other know that they're right there.
Yeah. I remember I was the guy right up in the goalie's face, but so I remember the play. It was always it's a staple of hockey.
Absolutely. The Tetons attempt another breakout here, kept in play by the Jacks. This is Arnold in transition here. Haley with the quick shot again, and gloved by Fitzgerald.
I'd like to see that shot maybe come in a little bit lower, give an opportunity for a rebound. You get that up in the glove, and from that distance and with no traffic, Fitzgerald's going to make that save every time.
Yeah, Tetons again trying quick shots. It's much easier to see from up here where we're at, but a shot there by Wild, and he's going to knock that one home right at the doorstep, and Wild's going to make it 4-3. That goal is going to come at the 7:49 mark of period number 3. Tetons looking extremely flat, and they get a break there. Wild right in the slot, knocks one home right under the crossbar.
It was a very good shot. Nice pass out in the slot. One of the only times you've seen where Bottineau hasn't got their stick on a pass out in the slot. Tetons capitalize.
Ensuing face-off won by the Tetons. Sheshuk over for Wild. Wild takes a shot from the outside. Oh, and the puck hopping again, right over burning stick, right at the blue line. Tetons are going to have to retreat. They're going to make a line change here. Jacks come the other way. Blockered away by Krajcek on the dump attempt from the Jacks. Burning back behind his own net. Leaves it for Fricky. Fricky up on the half wall. Moser has trouble with it. Again, Fricky gains possession. And Arnold trying to get it around the defender. Can't get it through traffic. He's going to have to retreat all the way back behind their own net and start over. Good forecheck here by the Jacks. Pass there into the skates of Billings. Billings attempts a backhand. Half whiffs on it. Comes back the other way. No icing. Krajcek back to play it. Tips it up right around the boards. And a backhand pass right there And that was Jolly who couldn't quite get his stick on it, but Jolly here with possession takes a quick shot. Kicked away by Krajicek. Now McMinn steps up for the Tetons. And McMinn into it again. With the player for, that was Bissonette for the Jacks. Loses his helmet on that play. We're going to have McMinn and Bissonette sit 2 minutes each. I believe both will go for roughing.
Looked like a pretty ordinary check in the corner that started. I don't know what got him going, but as you know, down in those little scrums, there's always a little something, maybe a little stick or...
Well, it looks like Bissonette, when he took the hit, he lost his helmet, and then he got up and didn't like that. Helmets coming, if you don't buckle those chin straps down, they're going to come flying off. So,
yeah, that's always one of those things that drives me crazy. The helmets coming off, not just in hockey, in football too, you see it a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So, and a little extracurricular. Flight was not involved this time. Although he was on the ice.
He was on the ice.
Well, it looks like Williston might have another man in the box there. I don't know. Either that or we'll see what occurs here. Shishak looked like he was motioning something to the box. As they get it all squared away here, that goal definitely gives them a little bit more life. I mean, it makes it a 1-goal game. They just got to put another one in and see if they can use that momentum to their advantage.
Yeah, I think a big key is with a 1-goal lead now, how does Bottineau change their forecheck a little bit, because they've been really good on pressure and not letting the Tetons break out here. And with this 4-on-4 here, opens up the ice a little bit too for both teams.
Yeah, you'd like to see. You did see a couple times there too. The Teton defense was in their defensive zone a little bit more patient with the puck, not forcing it up to the forwards, taking that extra second, letting the play develop.
Yep.
That's what you want to see, because then you see if they quit forcing it to that first read, you're going to see those lanes develop where they can move the puck up ice to their forwards.
Yep.
They've been forcing those long passes.
Yep. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with skating the puck up a little bit. If you're defenseman, you got room. Skate it up, like you said, let it develop a little bit.
Additional 10-minute misconduct assessed to
McMinn with a 10-minute misconduct along with the 2-minute minor, so he's going to sit for the majority of the game here.
I'm guessing that came from him tackling the guy without his helmet.
Yep.
You just can't allow just in case.
So that'll be a 2 and a 10, so the barring overtime, that'll do it for McMinn for the night. They're already shorthanded on defense. They're going to lose another one back on the blue line. So I would imagine we'll see 2 defensive pairings out the rest of the game for the Tetons.
Well, you still got the pairing of Martin and Loden, but I'm guessing we'll probably see either Burning or Overland step up with Fricky and fill that. Or maybe even rotate through just to keep a fresh body as much as they can.
That's going to be Krajicek with the glove save. Easy one there. As we skate 4-on-4, minute 37 left for both players. On the roughing penalties, each side. It's going to be Bissonette and McMinn for the Tetons. And McMinn with the extra 10 for misconduct. That's going to be set by Josh Davis for the Tetons. The back behind the net is Loden. Up the boards for Weisgerber. Leaves it for Sheshuk. Sheshuk coming in 1-on-3. The Jacks having a little trouble in front of their own net, corralling the puck. Burning back for the Tetons. And again, another home run pass up for Sheshuk. No success there. Jack's going to dump this one down. Krajicek will come out, set it up for his defenseman Burning. Burning up for Sheshuk. Sheshuk up for Brennan Wild, who has 2 goals this evening. And Fricky out there for Williston State. And Sheshuk looking a little tired out there now. And that was Fricky with a nifty toe drag right around the defender. Gets a shot on net, a rebound. And 2 big saves there by Fitzgerald. And Wild continuing pressure here for the Tetons. Looked like a hack there on the skates of Sheshuk. No call there.
Letting them play, it looked like Wild just got a little bit into 17 there from Bottineau Pikes. So they're letting them play, getting the sticks in a little bit.
Yep, nothing wrong with that.
No.
And a shot there, Fricky just goes wide there on the redirect. Zabinski back from his blue line. Can't play it 2-on-1 here. And the shot turned aside by Krejcik. We wind down to the final 10 minutes here. 8:30 left in period number 3. This is Davis out of the penalty box for the Tetons with speed. Davis with a lot of hustle here. Good forecheck by him. Leaves it for Zabinski. Zabinski wisely, as he had nothing back on the point, but he's going to lose possession here. And back come the Jacks. Gloved again by Krejcik. 8:02 left. Period number 3, 4-3 in favor of the Jacks.
Outstanding opportunity for the Tetons there on the 4-on-4, and somehow Fitzgerald kept that puck out, both on the initial attempt and the rebound where he's flat on his butt, and then Wild tried to get another shot on it, couldn't quite get it through, but just a really good scoring opportunity, couldn't quite capitalize.
They definitely have to bury those. Tetons have had a few of those opportunities this game. And we've got some more friendly conversation going on between the two teams. And, look who it is in the middle.
Yeah, you can see, and he just keeps going back for more.
Yep.
It was just a face-off one back to Krejcik, and he covered it right away. It wasn't even a hard shot, wasn't anything where you'd think they'd be wanting to crash for a rebound, but obviously you're trying to get in there, make sure that you're letting them know you're there, and then every once in a while the shoving just gets elongated a little bit, depending on who's in front of the net.
Definition of a role player right there. He does his job and he's doing it well. He's getting under the skin, quite well at the Tetons.
Absolutely. Big guy uses his stick well too.
Yeah.
So
the Tetons again with an unsuccessful breakout. Big hit there by Arnold. Quickly turned over by the Tetons again. And that's going to come off here, as it was Charles Jolly who attempted the centering pass up for Noah Grant. And we'll get a stoppage here. 7:34 left in the third period.
yeah, the nets are, not quite as often as they were in the past, but they still, you get a higher quality play, a little faster game. You're still going to see them come off quite a bit. Happen a little bit more here.
So on the face-off here, Tetons with some room here is Fricky. And just a little long in the pass again. After a while, they've had trouble getting the puck up to him on the breakout tonight. Wild, centering pass, leaves it at the goal mouth. No one home. First man there was Fitzgerald. He got a glove on it. He's going to get a stoppage here. 7:17 left. 4-3 still in favor of the Jacks.
Wild had Fricky streaming in from the point, wanting that, and he had a lane to get it to him. Tried to get a little too tight in there, and
again, goes back to patience.
Just steered it into his own glove there. You just got to take what you're given instead of forcing the play.
This is Fricky back on the point for Wild. Centering pass for Sheshuk. Can't quite get it there. Deflects back onto the stick of Wild. In the near corner. Sheshuk tries to play it there. Over for Wild. Wild up for Weisgerber. Centering attempt. That one's going to be picked off by Burris. And Loden going to whistle this one offside as it touched Sheshuk as he was across the blue line.
You're just seeing it. The Lumberjacks are just holding on to that puck just an extra second longer, and they're making that pass once the lane opens. The Tetons haven't been using that extra second. They've been forcing it into lanes that are filled. You're seeing it on the breakouts, and part of it is, too, the Teton forwards seem to be getting a little bit too ahead of the play on the breakout, and it's allowing the Lumberjacks to throw one, maybe even two guys sometimes in between the puck and the guy that they're trying to get the pass to.
Yep. Yeah, their strategy's been good from the second period on. Their adjustments have been spot on. So in to take the draw is going to be Zabinski for the Tetons. Wins this one cleanly. Back from Martin. Martin tries to rip a shot. Again, cannot get it through traffic. Back the other way, come the Jacks. That was Walsh, ridden off the play by Overland. Back behind the net again. Walsh, centering pass. Looking for Miniachi. And saved there by Krajcek. Bassett for the Tetons. Their pass there and can't connect as they had Moser streaking up center ice. And you're seeing the Jacks lay out their forecheck a little bit here. Looks like they're running a 1-1-3 forecheck. They're keeping an extra man back. Again, the Tetons, this is Moser. Ridden outside by the Jacks. Miniachi here for Bottineau. And another good pass, and Jolly had Miniachi in the weak side, but a good play there by Loden. We're going to get a whistle here.
Looked like it was more of a hand pass than a high stick, but looks like he's giving him a high stick. Oh, no, just out of the zone. Must have been a hand pass. Definitely seeing, Bottinau's just kind of easing back a little bit, letting the Tetons come at them, but then capitalizing whenever the Tetons are making a mistake with the puck.
Yep. Yeah, let the Tetons overcommit, and they're getting quick on the transition the other way. Back behind the net, this is Burning. Tips it up. I think that corner over there has been a tough corner. A lot of guys have lost their footing so far tonight. Shot there by Jolly. Picked aside by Krajcek. Back behind the net is Burning. Over for Wild. Wild's going to keep it for a little bit. Back for Loden. Loden, rink-wide pass. Can't get it through traffic. As Flight was right there.
I think there, if you're Weisgarber, you've got to try and get your stick out on the puck. He let that go, and it turned into an icing there. From this view, it looked like he could have got his stick out and tipped it in the zone, but just flat-footed, let the puck go by, and thinking that they wouldn't get the call, and brings it down into the Teton zone.
Face-off won by the Tetons. Martin. Again, Wild up on the boards. Back for Martin. And that was Sheshuk. At center ice. No room to work with. And kicked as that was Grant for the Lumberjacks. Lost the stick, but he wisely kicked it down further in the Teton zone. Tetons come the other way. This is Wild. Tries a centering pass. No one home again. Martin. Up for Sheshuk. Bricky at his blue line. Has trouble with it. Back the other way. Shot there by Jans, and the spectator right behind the net got a big surprise there. The guy eating the popcorn. And that one went off the glass.
You know, you're just seeing a couple passes here could have been caught. A couple plays where Sheshuk's really getting out, and then they're forcing it 1-on-3. I mean, even if he catches the pass, you've got three Lumberjacks waiting back. Like you said, they're playing the 1-1-3. Yep. They're getting out of the zone early, trying not to give up that opportunity, and they're still forcing the pass into the disadvantage.
Right. Hey, the Tetons, you just got to try to spread them out a little bit. That's what you got to do. And from the point, that was Burning through traffic, which just sailed high of Fitzgerald. This is Arnold. Nice low shot there. Rebound. This is Burning looking for the wraparound. Turns around at the goal mouth and takes another shot. Fitzgerald right there. Back at the blue line. Glove there by Burning. They're going to call a hand pass on him.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that.
No. You can knock it down, but I don't think you can throw it the other way. So
the actual bat into the other player just isn't allowed anymore. See, and there you see a couple of chances, a couple of Tetons just forcing a wraparound, forcing a shot in when they've got a play, they've got points. Once you get it out to the points, you can spread that Bottineau defense out a little bit.
Back down quickly again from the Jacks. Right there. This is going to be Mills, challenged by Martin. Martin's going to win that battle. Up for Bassett. Gains the zone here. Bassett, trailer with Moser. And Fricky right there, centered it, no one home. Through traffic, good shot there by Martin. Got through traffic again. This is Bassett. And they've got Fricky playing deep. The Tetons getting a little more aggressive here on their forecheck.
And right there, Bassett showed a little patience, kept the puck in. He drew 3 men over. You could see just the ice open up.
Yeah.
Gives them a little bit more of an opportunity to get it behind the net, force the stoppage afterwards. Tetons really need something to go their way here. Which is unusual to say, saying they've almost put 50 shots on net tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the draw, this is Sheshek's going to win this one clean. Back from Martin again. Shot blocked there by Flight. Breakout here by the team, but picked off. Nifty stick work again by Sheshek, but Flight right there to get it. Be content to chip this one all the way down. Back up the ice, come the Tetons. They got to retreat back. They're getting a little pressure here from the Jacks.
There, little patience, opening up some lanes.
Wild here for the Tetons. They chip it around the defender. Can't quite get it there. Centering pass, nobody home again for the Tetons. This is Fricky. Final 2 minutes of play here in period number 3. Still 4-3 in favor of the Jacks. That's going to be an icing call here on the Tetons. First stoppage we've seen in about 3 odd minutes. Just come back all the way down to the glove side of Krajcek. We're going to get a timeout here from the Tetons.
Yeah, I think Coach Bolkus definitely wants to get that top line a little bit of a rest here. They've been on the ice a lot. You can see Shishik is leaning on the boards there, a little gas, listening to the coach. But this is the only line, this is the line that really puts some pressure on early. Yep. This is their go-to. And Wild with the 2 goals, they definitely want to be able to keep them out whenever they can.
Yeah, especially with the icing call there in the Tetons. They're going to be tired coming out there, and the advantage for the Jacks are going to be able to get a fresh line out there. So good time to take a time out here for the Tetons. 2 minutes left. I would imagine if we see pressure down into the Jack zone, we're going to see the goalie get pulled with, I'd say approximately, it depends on the situation. If sustained pressure, we'd see maybe a minute and a half left in the game. So we'll keep our eye on the net there.
Definitely, these games are important for seeding and for getting to the national tournament. So They obviously don't want to lose another one down to Bottineau. It puts them in a really tough spot. So I wouldn't be surprised to see as soon as they gain possession down in the offensive zone to see Krejcik come out of the net.
Yeah. So in to take the draw again. This is going to be Sheshek for the Tetons. And the Tetons need one more player out there. They're burning. Sheshek on the draw. He's going to win that one. Fricky, first man there to play. For Burning. And a rink-wide pass. Good play there by the Tetons. This is Bassett. Dragging across, and that's going to be tied up. Sheshek with the equalizer, the 50th shot on net. Is going to tie it up. That's going to come at the 18-11 mark of period number 3. So good play. The coaches drew it up nicely for the Tetons, and what all started it was the draw, won by Sheshek.
Win that draw. Nice outlet pass up to Bassett.
Bassett, yeah.
And he gets it across, and Shishak just buries it. It was an excellent play there for the Tetons.
Yeah, we saw the patience there with the Tetons there to let the guys commit and just dish it right out front. Scoring area right in the top of the crease right there. Tetons get it. Tetons again, and we're going to win the draw. Come the other way. This is Moser. There's it back for Bassett. Room again. This is Fricky. Takes a shot. Almost gets that one through. Tetons applying some more pressure here. This is going to change the strategy for both teams here now. We got 1:26 left to play. This is Loden for the Tetons. Zabinski's going to tip that off of his stick. Back into the Jack zone. Stretch pass there by the Jacks. Good drag there by Zabinski. Back for Sheshuk. Toe drag around the defender. A little too far. Zabinski's going to chip this one out. Back to Martin. Martin's going to chip this one down. Come down into the final minute of play. And we got a player hurt down in the far half wall of the Jacks zone. I didn't see the hit. I don't know. It looks like he might have went head first. That's never a good sign.
Those are the ones you really got to be careful for. That neck injury, the head and spine, just dangerous.
Yeah.
Hope that he's okay there. I didn't see the hit either, so watching the puck over to the side there. I did see Loden there come around the corner. He had Tricky wide open, top of the slot on the point, and he tried to stuff it back in. You'd think a D-man like that would want to go to the D.
Right.
You know, they love to touch the puck.
Feed your friends, right?
I know from playing, you always hear from the defense that they don't get the puck enough in the offensive zone.
Yep.
And so you'd think he'd want to give it back to his partner there. But again, a minute left in the game. They're trying to get a goal to, put this away in regulation. Obviously, getting the puck on net is never a bad thing.
It looks like the player there is going to get up off the ice, so it should be okay. I think that was Bissonette down on the play there. We hope he's A-okay there. If he's walking off on his own power.
I'm thinking McMinn might be, if he had a 10-minute, he might be getting out for this last little bit too.
Yep.
He should be pretty well rested after
That's right.
spending 10 minutes in the box there. So I'm sure they could use him for the last little bit of the game, or if it goes into overtime at 4-4 here. Obviously, Bottineau's not happy about a player being injured. Neither of us saw the play, but they're pleading their case to the refs. But if I didn't see an arm go up, they're not going to call anything retroactively. They're going to just have the game go on.
So they're going to face off center ice here. Sheshuk's going to win this one. Back for Burning. And a rink-wide pass by Weisgerber. Nobody home there. And back on the stick of Burning. He's going to dump this one down. He's going to have to touch up to the offside. The Jacks come the other way. Sheshuk caught a guy just a little high. I think it was inadvertent.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to call that with less than a minute left.
And a player there for the Jacks tried to put the hit on Burning, but he got the better of it. That was Mills. So final 20 seconds to play in period number 3. Back in the corner. Went too far. Tricky didn't want to get too deep there. Back the other way. Come the Jacks. Shot on net. Saved by Krajcek. And that should just about do it for period number 3. Last second. Tetons can't quite get at the net. That's going to do it for regulation. And we'll be going to overtime.
Extra hockey tonight. For free.
That's right. That's always a good thing. So we will take a couple-minute break here, and we'll be back with the overtime, sudden death overtime period. You're listening to Teton Hockey on WSCTetons.com. So we're back for the overtime period. We're going to play 5-minute overtime here. Right away, the Jacks going to dump it all the way down here. First man in to get it is Fricky. He takes a big hit here. Shot. And that one's going to ring off the iron, off the stick of McElroy Scott. And that was Enns who made that play happen. Put the big hit on Fricky in the corner. Maintained possession. Got it out to McElroy Scott. He took a good shot off the crossbar as he had the goaltender Krajcek. He had him beat.
No, I didn't think Krajcek got a piece of that. I'm wondering why the puck isn't, the faceoff isn't out of the zone.
Right.
That's last off of a Bottineau player, but it's a moot point now.
The play continues in the Teton zone. Weisgerber tries to play it over there. First man there to get it is going to be Fikes for the Jacks. Back behind the net again is Enns. This is Wild. Skating up the left wing boards. Leaves it for Weisgerber. Back for Wild. Wild's got room right at the doorstep. And Sheshik was right there to try to tip it home. But good defensive effort there by the Jacks. Clear him out of there.
Sheshik's taking a little break on the ice there. Pleading for a little penalty, but not going to get it. And then Wild goes and gives a little bit of a shove to Worth, who went down pretty easy there too. So got a little bit of theatrics here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll get some extra pushing and shoving going on here. Both teams need to be careful. You're in a sudden death overtime here. You don't want to hurt your team.
It's been a pretty clean game. You wonder why you see this in overtime when the game's on the line. A little point there at the end of the first, beginning of the second, where things were getting a little chippy, but both teams kind of righted the ship. It's been a hard-fought, clean game, but looks like they're just giving them a little verbal warning and tell them to get out of there.
So we're going to face off here to the stick side. It's Gerald, who, after giving up that first off goal, he's been pretty sharp in this game. Tetons win this face-off here. This is Moser. Leaves it for Bassett. Brings it around the board. Tries to get it to Zabinski. Can't quite get to it. But kept in play there. Fricky. Smart play at the blue line. Hang on to it just an extra second. Tetons almost got and this is going to be a 3-on-0. Miniachi. And a huge save by Krajcek. He's going to kick it. The net's off. As that was a 3-on-1 quick transition there. And, oh boy, Krajcek with a huge save.
Enough to give a Teton fan a heart attack right on there. That was
and maybe some Teton announcers, too.
Great save by Krajcek on Miniachi after a decent opportunity down in the offensive zone. Tetons just got caught unaware.
Well,
3-0, but I mean, it was almost like the Mighty Duck Flying B. They were so tight.
right.
It really didn't make a difference, too.
So face off here, this is going to be Arnold for the Tetons. Going to win this one. To play it is Martin. Up for Billings. Backhand pass there. And flung in by Hilly. Hilly's been pretty quiet this evening. And back around the boards again. Jacks try to break it out. They do. Big hit there by Martin. But Mills. And left for Arnold. Arnold with a shot there. Saved by Fitzgerald. Back the other way. Back to play it is Mendel. Up for Mills. Takes a shot there. Krajcek save. Tricky again. Tetons goes rink wide. Over for Wild. Wild can't quite control. The puck is bouncing again. Sheshik right there. Centering pass. Weisgerber right there. Shot just wide. Weisgerber skates around the high circle. Looks for room. Backhand saucer pass over for Fricky. Shot there. Good block by the defender for the Jacks. Jacks come the other way. This is Enns. Again, possession there. Well, that was Worth. Tries to get one to the net. Can't quite get it on. And up for Weisgerber. Weisgerber 1-on-2. There's a walker on the defender. This is going to be a penalty here. That's an obvious slash. You see it was ends for the Jackson. Didn't like that call. He was slapping a stick right over by the referee.
Yeah, that's ends there. It's actually very lucky he did not get something there himself.
Yep.
Even maybe just a 10-minute unsportsmanlike conduct, even if they didn't want to give the 5-on-3 here. But
hey, you get this deep in the game, it's emotional. It gets to be an emotional game, and have a call go like that, especially in an overtime period. Tetons here with the man advantage.
I've repped some other sports and hockey with some wise guys over the years, and they've always said, though, if it's a penalty in the first, it's a penalty anytime.
Right.
And on that one, Weisgerber had him beat. He's trying to go in, and he took his feet out from underneath him. So I think it was the right call in that case. It's tough sometimes when they let them play a little bit otherwise, and then they make the call, but it was a penalty. I mean, obviously, emotions are high, though. You're going to disagree with anything on your team, whether you took them down with the blatant two-hander to the ankles or not, which that wasn't quite that bad.
So, that's going to go to Mundahl, the penalties. So he'll sit 2 minutes. So barring any goals, it's probably going to be the rest, most of the rest of the game here. He's going to be sitting in the box. We have 2:19 left in the overtime period. So the Jacks are going to take their timeout here. There'll be a one-man short for almost the balance of this game.
Yeah, you'd like to see. I mean, this is the Tetons' opportunity. Down in the zone, you'd like to see him come out here, put it away. But one thing you do have to be careful about here is not pressing too hard and giving up the odd man shorthanded goal. Sometimes if you're pressing a little bit hard, you're getting those guys deep in the zone. Yeah. With them being able to kind of just turn and ice the puck no matter what, you give that opportunity where you could have a quick break. You've just got to keep that in the back of your mind if you're the Tetons here.
So Tetons going to bring Moser in on the face-off. They'll keep their second unit out here. Zabinski on the wing. Face-off, one over for Zabinski. Back for Loden. Martin. Over, and good play there by Mills. Get his stick in the pass lane again for the Jacks. Moser behind the net. Leaves it for Bassett. Bassett back for Moser. Moser skates back behind the net. Looking for room. Leaves it back for Loden. Loden chips it up along the boards. Up for Zabinski. Leaves it for Bassett. Loden there with pressure. And Martin pinching in. Got a little aggressive there. Puck's hopping, and Mills right on top of Loden. And Loden gets around the net quickly and chips one out, but Jacks are going to maintain possession here and rag some time off the clock. Dumped all the way down. Krajcek with the save. Tetons going to get their line change here. They're going to keep Zabinski out. Zabinski's going to come off now. They're going to get their first unit out there. So rink-wide pass up for Sheshek. Going to escape, leave it for Wild. Back for Sheshek on the half wall. Just going to look and leave it back for Fricke. Fricke's going to fake the shot. Over, one-timer for McMinn. McMinn can't get it through traffic. Got some good wood on it. Jacks try to clear, and they get a lucky break there. The puck bounces again. I don't know if they iced these pucks before this game. We've seen a lot of bouncing pucks. And this is Weisgerber challenging up. Right at the top of the crease. Can't keep the handle on the puck. Again, this is Sheshek after Weisgerber. Leaves it for Wild. Back for Weisgerber. Looking for a centering pass as he had McMinn at the top of the circle. Wide open. Didn't quite see him. Fricke back for Wild. Wild takes the shot. Again, can't get it through traffic. McMinn again. Over for Fricke. Fricke skates it in. Into the corner. And Jacks try to clear, but a good save there by Sheshek. Back out. McMinn with the shot. Another block.
That one looks like Jacks hurt a little bit.
That's really going to increase the morale of your team. 10 seconds to go here. Sheshek can't get another one through traffic. We've got 6 seconds to go here in the overtime. And barring any goals here, I think we're going to see both teams erupt at the whistle. the way the tension's been building here in the last, I'd say we'll call it the whole game.
Yeah. Just a slow boil until it eventually goes over.
Yeah.
Tetons had some opportunities there. I think the best one was the missed one you were talking about, though. I mean, Loden was wide open up high, and was that, it looked like Weisgerber?
Yeah.
Tried to force one across the slot when he had a guy top of the circle with an open lane to the...
Absolutely. This fish is going to come all the way out. And quick the other way, and Miyachi at the buzzer. Oh, boy. And gets a shot up the last second. And Krajcik with the save. And that's going to do it here. And what a game. I mean, it couldn't end in a better way in a tie. So final score, going to be 4-4 each way. Unless we are doing a shootout. I'm not sure in the rules here.
Is this a...
Yeah, we're going to do a shootout.
We're now going to go to a 5-skater shootout.
Now, is this a conference game? Is this one of the games that counts for the national tournament qualifying, or is this a exhibition game?
Exhibition, yeah. No, it doesn't count. It's not the play-in or the playoff game. Those are all those games are played in February.
All of those are in February,
yeah.
So they don't do anything for during the regular season for this. This is okay.
No.
So yeah.
So the first shooter here is going to be Noah Grant for the Jacks. They said we're going to do a 5-man shooter. Usually it's a 3-man, but
yeah.
Well, I guess we'll count and make sure they're all shooting here. So Grant, first shooter here for the Jacks.
Kind of surprised they weren't 4-on-4 then if this was an exhibition. Usually
right.
they'll open up the ice a little bit in the extra period just to get the pace of play going. Don't know what we're looking at here. Looks like the refs are talking to Rybczynski of the Bottineau. Just checking to make sure. Goalies had a busy night. We're looking at 100 shots total there between the two teams.
Yeah. Even 100 there, yeah.
Both goalies definitely got their money's worth tonight.
You know, amazing thing, it didn't seem like an offensive game either when you look at it, but yeah, surprising with the 56-44 on the shots.
No, it wasn't one of those games where you just, constant opportunities back and forth. It was more of, after the first period, more of a scrum kind of, but they did put their shots on net.
So Grant here, the first shooter comes in. He's going to go, and that's going to deflect. It looked like Krajcik had it right away. That's going to squirt through. And that'll be a goal here for the Jacks on their first attempt. So Brennan Wild will be the first shooter here for the Tetons. It looks like Grant was going to try to fake and go backhand, but he just kept it on the forehand, went stick side.
Yeah, it looks like Krajcik had it, like you said, but kind of brought it in with him when he brought the arms
skating back. Yeah, as he's skating backwards in the net. So here comes Wild for the Tetons. He's going to deke at the goal mouth, and nothing there. And the Fitzgerald makes the save. So advantage Jacks after one round of the shootout. Next shooter here will be Lucas Walsh. They lead this shootout 1-0. Walsh will bring it in. We'll see what he does. Takes a shot from the slot here. Krajcik. Nothing doing there.
Surprised you don't see more guys kind of take that TJ Oshie approach with the nice soft looping play in, kind of let it develop. A lot of these guys kind of going hard in, but it might be also Oshie's had a little practice at the shootout.
I was going to say, not many people can do it like TJ Oshie.
These guys are a little bit less experienced.
Yeah. So in comes Bassett here, and he tries a little loop-de-loo here for the Tetons. Goes backhand. He's going to shelf that one. So like you said, just like TJ Oshie style, going a little more deliberate and kind of swing both ends and get the goalie to commit one post to the other, and he does that.
Yeah, Oshie really popularized that at the Olympics, but now you're seeing it more in these shootouts. The players kind of taking that slower looping, kind of letting the play develop the approach.
So here's Mills here.
Straight right at her.
Mills going to come from his backhand side and hold on to it, come all the way across. And he beats Krajcik cleanly there. That's 2-1 in the shootout here. After halfway through the third round.
Yeah, he just blew right by Krajcik there.
This is going to be Do we get 3 shooters or 5? Looks like we're...
Scratch that. 19, Weisgerber.
This will be Weisgerber here for the Tetons. He skates in. He's going to try to tie this shootout up. Goes 5-0. And Fitzgerald's going to close the door there. As Weisgerber tried to go 5-0. And Fitzgerald showed a little real estate and didn't just... So in for the Jacks is going to be Miniachi.
He had a heck of a game tonight.
He did have a good game. Yeah, he had the shot right at the end of overtime there. Miniachi coming along here. With 5-0, and that should do it.
Well, if they're doing a 5-man shootout, the Tetons would need to score both of these here.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
So now it's 3-1 in favor of. This is Shane Sheshik for the Tetons. Sheshik with, what a move. Tries a Datsik move. Can't quite bury it. And the shootout. Jacks are going to do it.
That was some puck handling. He had the net. He just
that was a Datsukian move. He tried the backhand toe track the other side and couldn't quite bury it home. He had a beat. So that'll do it. Our final score tonight is, after the shootout, is 7-5 in favor of the Dakota College of Bottineau Lumberjacks.
Thanks everybody for coming out to the Raymond Center, the Pete Conlon Ice Arena.
So we'll just quick rip through stats here for the third period and overtime here, Mark.
All right, well, for the third period, we had one goal started off the scoring for Bottineau, number 91, Noah Grant, at 4:13 of the third, assisted by number 94, Charles Jolie. That gave Bottineau a 4-2 lead at the time. Then the Tetons came back, scored a goal. Number 7, Brandon Wild, put one in the net at 7:49, his second of the game, assisted by Shane Shishik and number 20, TJ McMinn. Then you had the Tetons tying it up late in the game. Shishik scoring at 18:11, assisted by Sammy Basic. Nice little pass across there to Shishik for the goal. Saves for the third period. WSC Krejcik had 10 saves, and then he had 6 in the overtime period for a total of 40 for the game. Saves for the third period for Fitzgerald, 9 saves on 11 shots, and then 5 saves in the overtime period for a game total of 52. Both teams were 0 for 3 on the power play tonight. Couldn't quite get anything going on the special teams. I think that's all I got for you there.
All right. Well, again, our final score tonight from the Pete Conlon Ice Arena is 7-5 in favor of Dakota College of Bottineau Lumberjacks. And the final score, and again, the Tetons are going to fall to, I believe, 7-8-1, and the Jacks are going to improve to 7-1. And next action for the Tetons, I believe, is going to be, anyway, here at home. Our next broadcast will be next Thursday. Again, they're going to take on Dakota College of Bottineau. They had a game, but they had to reschedule, I believe. I don't know who the opponent was, but Bottineau was nice enough to step in and take up that game. So again, the final here tonight was 7-5. And on behalf of all our sponsors to make this broadcast possible, and color analyst Mark Hannig, this is Rob Shannon, and you've been listening to Teton Hockey on WSCTetons.com.